Cheese. His name is Cheese.
They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so my
Shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man? You bitch back for that. Come at me about niggas who I don't even find attractive. I don't know that nigga, I just seen them on the town before. I can't be up in her face, I took her nigga down before. When I lose a nigga, I just pop out and go find some more. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so with me? Them bitches should've stayed down. They could've been up to me, but all they doing is talking down. Cause they can't get up with me. My ex looking on my old friend. Both they had some fucking clowns. Thinking that she got one up on me, she got my hand me down. He thought he wasn't gon' have to stand on shit like he was handicapped. Made that nigga stand on it. Now his ass can't stand me now. High as fuck, I'm lit, yup. I don't smoke no sweet shots. Flying with my gang and them. Looking them like sisters. Them bitches be lame, they go outside about these niggas. I don't wanna hang with them. They don't have no business. They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Why would I go chase you if I know you gon' come running back? Cut everybody off, they been feeling like the lumberjack. They really get me fucked up, and now I'm going for none of that. She the type of nigga make her mad, she going too soon. Me, I'm kinda ratchet still, so I'm the type of beast. I can't love you, baby, like your bitch do, so don't leave her. You gon' choose her every time, cause it's cheaper to keep her. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Riding with my twin and and we all look good as fuck. She said she my eye, but I don't know her, had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can help it, bitch, I'm good as fuck. I've been on these bitches next so long, sometimes I fucking stuck. I can put you in my business, you might wish me dead tomorrow. Bitches be on thick today, sing every word up tomorrow. Bitch, I still got cases open, keep your mouth shut tomorrow. Play with me today, then get some sleep, you know it's up tomorrow. Fake bitch, that's why my friend fucked on your nigga. Both you bitches pussy, I think y'all should scissor. She bought a chain, I bought the same one, even bigger. She doing shots, that's how I know I got a trigger. I don't speak dog ho, I don't care what no bitch say. I say on her mind, I got condos in that bitch head. She said she don't fuck with me, who said that you can't hold? That nigga munching, he gon' eat me like a mango. Long ass feet, they be tickling my ass crack. Wonder what I do tomorrow that these hoes we mad at. Oh yeah, bitches sweet, and I always get my lick wet. I fight for my bitches and I'm fighting over dick too.
Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Stop that.
Good morning. Good morning. Somebody let me know that you can hear me okay. Please and thank you. Sorry. Hey, Tommy B, how you doing? Can you hear the music at all? Because I feel like last time I put the music too low, and I do want y'all to hear it, actually. I do want you to hear it. Maybe I could put it up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. Have $1 for life, I guess. Thank you. More people should give me $1 for life, you know? Hi, young Riaz. How you doing? Leave it to 2 cents. How are you? Wait, I'm gonna talk to you. What you talking about? Trey show? Yeah, that was interesting last night. It was very interesting. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Hi, hi, hi. How y'all doing? Sorry. What's that? Now I want to see what leave it to 2 cents. You got me curious before I even start the show. What are you talking about? That's nice. Tyranny is actually trying to be a good host, but I don't think she will stay because when people come online, they forget who they are. That show last night was interesting. I don't understand why they want to take Stone Age beliefs and having conversations about modern parenthood. Oh, I missed that part. What is the conversation about parenthood? I don't remember that. What you was talking about. Sorry, Tommy, one more time. Do I sound okay? Because I just had to fix something before I get into my little rant. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So as per usual, I got some things on my mind. So I'm just waiting for one of y'all to tell me before I get to venting on this bitch. Yeah, the tyranny situation is interesting. Um, we're gonna see how long that lasts. Leave it to 2 cents says you didn't hear from me, but it always seems interesting. Like the man who complains about mean women with nice women come around, they are mean to him. Do they ever wonder why women are mean? I think it's all one big gaslight. Like, it's easy for everybody to point the fingers at everyone else. And I'm starting to realize that's what a lot of this is. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of misinformation being spread. Like, if you genuinely want people to improve on certain behaviors, but then you're mixing in a lot of lies, at a certain point, people not really going to care about what you're saying. So it's just that's kind of where I'm at. Like at this point, it's just too many bullshit talking points for me, and because of that, I just don't care anymore. Hi, Khalil, how you doing? But yeah, it's like if you just want to just say anything, you just want to taunt women, you just want to say just pop shit just to do it. Yeah, nobody don't want to hear that. Like after a while, it gets corny. I'm not gonna lie, it gets real corny, and don't nobody care. No, it's all good because I just be like kind of wasting time in the beginning anyway. But yeah, I don't know what the hell. If they're wondering why women are mean, this my thing. At this point, as a woman, especially in real life, don't even be around men that you feel like you need to be mean to. Like that's the easiest solution to that problem. If you are encountering men in real life and you even feel compelled to be mean even a little bit, don't be around them. Like that's the simplest solution I think I could think of. Only how about we just start this as a standard as black women? Only surround yourself with men who bring out the best in you. How about we do that? How about only hang around men who are emotionally safe spaces and respectful to you? How about we do that? Because you can't change people, you can't force people to be a way they don't want to be. And a lot of these men get off on this like high intense energy exchange between women. So because of that, gotta be very careful. What's really interesting is if you go and reread the Adam and Eve Genesis story when God asked them why they recovered, Eve blamed the serpent and Adam blamed Eve. Everybody was right though. The serpent did give her the fruit and uh I think Adam was the only person wrong in the story because you were the only one who got like the direct order from God. So when he's asking you why didn't you obey my order and you deflect to the woman, that's why I said the book of Genesis gave me a revelation that people probably don't like, but it just really confirmed to me that humans always been trash. Like the book of Genesis is like Love and Hip Hop. If you really get into it, the book of Genesis literally is Love and Hip Hop. It really is. It's a bunch of betrayal, a bunch of people having baby making contests, siblings betraying each other, stealing inheritances, throwing each other under the damn bus. Like it's just a bunch of ghetto ass shit. Husbands sacrificing their wives for their own safety. Like like it, women tricking men out of babies. Like it's a lot going on in the book of Genesis. Like literally it is Love and Hip Hop. Says I'm with you, but I think one of the major problems is having standards for each other's goes both ways. You can't expect it if you want a rich wife that you don't also have to be rich. If you want a rich wife that you don't also have to be rich. What do you mean want a rich wife? Men are that's what the men were saying. They looking for a rich wife. They looking to be saved. They looking for what you call it? They're looking to be hypergamous now. The men want to be hypergamous now. Is that what's going on? I ain't shocked to be honest, but yeah. But anyway, let me get into my rant. 'Cause I ain't staying here long. So what's my first thing? First of all, happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. And for those of you who are gonna listen later, hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. I wanted to talk about gatekeeping, gatekeeping of the culture because okay, so there's a lot of things that black people do and have always done, but like a lot of those things are getting turned mainstream and then we don't get the credit for it anymore. And I have a problem with that. And I wonder like why no one in the culture feels the need to protect the culture. Like why is it okay to just allow everybody access to everything? I think because like on the one hand, the FBA will get mad about everybody quote unquote cosplaying or taking credit for things, but it's like you guys on the internet, I feel like at this point there's like not one single secret that black people have, one sacred tradition or practice or custom because everything is content. Like every thought, every action, every encounter, every historical everything. Like why is it so normal to get on the internet and just give all of the source, all of the secrets, all of the everything? Like, why is that okay? Can y'all hear me? Hi, Dawn. Let me know if you can hear me. It's saying you lost connection to your browser. Can you hear me now? Or whatever the hell. Lost connection to the microphone. Oh Lord, if this thing start acting up, I'm gonna have to end this shit. I'm telling y'all right now. Dawn, can you hear me now or no? Oh, you say yeah? Damn, I don't even know where I left off. I was on a whole thing about black people giving up all of the information, all the secrets, everything in the world. Hi, Miss Jill. Hey, Riaz. Up on this internet, and it pisses me off. Like, why aren't black people quiet about anything? Why y'all so thirsty to tell everybody every single detail about us and our culture and our practices and all of the nuances that lie? Like, why y'all so thirsty to tell everybody that shit? Is it just me? That just pisses me off because I feel like there's a serious lack of education issue. And I don't necessarily mean formal education. I mean, like, people just need to really look into the reason behind things. And this is kind of how and why we kind of lose control and lose ownership of everything that we create because other people are smart enough to listen to these conversations, observe things about us, and then actually monetize them and make them mainstream, license them, copyright, whatever they need to do, and then turn it into something that is profitable for them when it originated with you. Yes, Miss Jill, because we have no discernment. No foresight, no discernment, no nothing. Okay? No nothing. And it's just starting to piss me off because even when you express this to other black people, they so damn lost that they don't understand the importance of anything. So they rather argue with you because they just want to be heard instead of like really taking a second to understand why everything don't need to be talked about in public. Everything is not meant for everyone's ears. Everything's not meant to be explained to everybody. Ebonics has a dictionary now, but unfortunately, that is due to crime law enforcement having deciphered Ebonics to catch dealers and criminals' facts. And it's like, on the one hand, I expect law enforcement to do what they do. I'm telling you, there's like common, regular pedestrians who think that when we get to a point where white people think that they are experts on my culture, that's a problem for me. Okay. When white women want to tell me anything about a black anything, that's a problem for me. You know why they feel that way? Because y'all black asses loves to get up on this internet and run your damn mouths about everything. And now you guys thinking that they have some type of a license to put out these TikTok think pieces on black people and black culture. And it just blows my mind. But it is because of y'all. I just wanna blame y'all. I just wanna let y'all know, black people, because y'all don't shut the front door. Hey, Brandon Nezabites. Like Freezy say, how you doing? So because y'all done got y'all black ass on this internet and talked about everything, decoded everything about the culture, everybody feels entitled to the culture. Everyone feels like they can speak on it. They're an expert on it, and they're not. Because certain things you're just not going to understand unless you experience the thing, unless you grew up in a thing, unless you interacted with certain people. And so, like, shut up. Okay. I don't want to hear or see no non FBA talking about FBA anything. Shut the front door. I don't even think older black people should know what younger black people's ebonics mean. You don't? I just watched a short on YouTube. What does Adam mean? Shit, I don't know. Dawn said, especially about black women, we're still on the auction block. Nothing is private or protected. Girl, I've been hearing black men, having whole panel discussions about black women's hair. And I don't know why, but that bothers me so much. It really does. Because number one, I know most of the time it's being done in bad faith. It's being done to put women down, make them feel bad. which is crazy to me. Like the way that black people participate in this degradation and trying to brainwash and trying to step on a black woman to uplift another woman is insanity. It is like race traitor shit to me. It really is. It really is. Like I just don't. Men don't know shit about black women's hair. I don't care as much as they think they know. They don't. They need to stop having them conversations altogether. And I said this before. So white women like to tan their skin, right? Who has tan skin? Black women do. White women like to inject their lips. Lip fillers is a huge thing, huge. Who historically has big full lips? Black women, right? So they can inject their lips like a black woman. They can tan their skin to look more like a black woman. They can inject their butts and try to get curves and everything, like what a lot of black women naturally have. But you know what their men never do? Their men never get up on the internet and tell them, oh, you're trying to look like a black woman. You'll never see that. But you know what the black men will do? You're trying to look like a white woman. How? With baby hairs and a fucking bust down and some colorful shit that it probably don't ain't natural for nobody to have. What are you talking about? Brandon said, we don't know anything about our own damn hair. I just learned that I need moisturizer and conditioner. That's crazy. Brandon, that is crazy. But this is my point. But want to get on the internet and want to become fucking experts about hair. And half of them hair don't look good. Beards don't look good. Ain't fucking maintenance and well kept themselves. But got all these think pieces on hair. Like, please shut the fuck up. And when they gonna just admit that the black woman truly is God? Can y'all think of anybody who's been dissected to this degree? From their hair to their lashes to their nails to their like literally every waking detail. Black women are literally the shit. Like we are. I'm sorry. Like anybody who requires this level of scrutiny and attention for this long, every day, all night by all these different people, just bow down at this point. Like understand that we're above you. And that's why you're constantly barking at the sun. You know what I'm saying? Just understand it. We don't know nothing about our own. Oh, you said men are dumb about stuff like that. Tommy said the internet has done this to everything. People always stayed in the sidewalk or talking street politics like they was participants. That's funny. It's true. I think, and I wonder if I maybe participated in this at a point too. I do think like people sometimes are in conversations they're not qualified to be in. And what I mean by qualified, just meaning like you're not knowledgeable enough. Because you don't need to be an expert, but you do need to have some level of understanding to be really wanting to go back and forth about a thing and you don't really know shit about it. That's probably not a good look. But yeah, I do see that a lot on the internet when it comes to politics, when it comes to business, when it comes to religion, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to parenthood, just anything. Yes, Brandon, I would love for you to cite a source. It says black women have the highest estrogen of any female. I can cite a few studies if need be. Yeah, cite the studies. I want to see. I didn't know that. It's great to have a residential nerd on the premises. Hello, we love that. But yeah, that shit is weird to me. Nobody else gets scrutinized for wanting a beauty max, is what they call it now. Like the other women, their men support it, pay for it, and appreciate the efforts. Like, oh, my woman beauty maxed. She got nails done, her hair done. She looking nice. She's well put together. She's well polished. She's being intentional about how she comes out the house. Typically, healthy minded men would enjoy the efforts. It's getting very weird now. So that always been weird to me. It's continuing to get this shit getting wicked. It's starting to be like a whole co-opting of women's femininity and the way they express it. Like it's like I don't know what's going on with the men, but it's like they don't want to be in their lane. They want to be in the woman's lane. And that's weird. That's weird behavior. Stay in your lane. Everybody needs to stay in their lane. Because I got a whole theory on this. Miss Jill said that is the key, healthy minded. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like women's existence and women's spaces, women's privileges, whatever comes with being a woman, there's too many men who are just proving themselves to be envious and wanting to occupy those spaces. Whether it's, oh, I'm gonna become a trans, or it's just trying to make women feel bad for everything that women typically do, right? As a little girl, little girls playing makeup, right? Girls grow up wanting to like do things that make them look prettier. That's a normal thing for a woman to gravitate to. I'm not saying every woman wears makeup, but I'm saying like it's natural from when women are little girls that they want to do things to adorn themselves and make themselves look better. How do we evolve to a place where that's something you would shame a woman for? So you don't want a woman who puts her best foot forward and makes sure that she's together before she comes out the house. You don't want that. I don't believe, and that's the thing, I don't believe that people don't want it. I believe they just don't want you to have it. I believe that a lot of these people are jealous of womanhood or what they perceive womanhood to be, and they're trying to occupy your spaces. And that's why we can kind of see it now. It's like whatever comes with being a man, I think some of these men don't want to admit that, hey, that job is just too hard for me. So instead of me focusing on that, I'm going to try to occupy women's spaces because they view women's position as a privileged one, as an easy one, which it is not, but they view it that way. And so they think that they're opting out of what's a quote unquote a manhood to occupy space in womanhood. So the trans men do it by, trying to convert to woman. A lot of the gay men do it by just the embodying the feminine soft energy and jumping on board with a lot of women's causes and fights and we all of a sudden, right, when it's a man but it's we, kind of making us all one group when it's convenient, when we're not one group. And then the straight men, or the quote unquote straight men, kind of do it by the constant comparing, right? The constant, well, y'all wanted equal rights, so we equal. Y'all wanted like this constant, but everybody's coming for womanhood. Everybody. Yes, Dawn said they've normalized verbal abuse and maybe we've been a bit complicit. Oh my God, yes. This is true. We've absolutely been complicit. And I'm gonna say that because if we participate in calling each other bitches and hoes and which we all do, that is us being complicit. But the verbal abuse specifically against Black women, yo, if you just listen to damn near any of these podcasts and just listen to how it's so normal to disrespect a Black woman right off bat, to the point the men have like an ear blindness to it. They don't even hear it. They hear your response though. That's when they'll step in though. That's when this gotta stop. This is too much. But a nigga could say all type of shit to you and it doesn't even trigger people's alert systems anymore because it's so normal to say some off the wall shit to a Black woman because for some reason we're supposed to have thicker skin than everyone else. Leave it to 2 cents says, Venus, as a woman, can you agree that women need to change the rhetoric of what they are saying now? Don't say you want equal rights. Don't say you want equal rights. Say you don't want men dictating your decisions. Well, what's wrong with saying equal rights? Equal rights doesn't mean I want to do everything that you do. It just I want the right of choice. I want the opportunity, right? Miss Jill, I had to. That shit was just too much. Even that, right? even that woman and what she was doing, that is really like verbal abuse and unwarranted. And it's like a learned behavior. And I don't know if it started with the men or the women, but everybody in the Black culture is who participates in it is complicit, men and women, myself included, right? I've definitely participated. But yeah, I see like it's a problem now. It's really it's too normal to and I watch all the time people justifying people. Like somebody could say some off the wall stuff to you, and then they'll be like, "Oh, but they didn't really disrespect you. That all they did was, all they said was." Meanwhile, you say one thing to these niggas, "Oh my god, you hyena, you disrespectful ass." We want decision making rights or decisive rights instead of equal rights. Maybe I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I didn't start feminism. I'm not responsible for any of that shit. Like the rhetoric is already out there. We can't. I can't change it. I ain't even gonna try to. I think if you're a decent person, you would support feminism. Any man who doesn't support feminism, to me, I don't know if they're decent. Because we're gonna look this up real quick. Let's just look up what feminism means. Feminism is the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. It is a both intellectual movement and political movement focused on dismantling systemic inequalities, gender stereotypes, and sexism that restrict opportunities for people of all genders. So, if you don't want this for women, then what do you want? You want them to be subservient. You don't want them to have the same privileges and rights as everyone else. Like, what do you want? Those men wouldn't talk to their lady like that now, would they? No, and that's my problem because the same people who will gaslight you and tell you something's not that bad, talk to their sister, put their sister in the same situation, put their wife in the same situation, put their daughter in the same situation, and then you're going to see real quick how they feel about a thing. But when it comes to you, because what I figured out now is that most men, if they have no use for you, then you kind of are like not, you don't matter. Like the basic human like sympathy that I thought like most people just had, or compassion, I'll say, most people don't have. What do you mean by be way worse for men? Why do you think feminism was about making life worse for men? I don't think feminism was about making life worse for men. It's the fact that y'all view it like that. It's kind of crazy. People wanting equal rights does not mean I want your life to be worse. Like what? It says feminism is the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. Why does that translate in a man's mind as I want to make life worse for you? See what I'm saying? Like that doesn't it's the way that y'all even look at things. It's from such a negative perspective, and then y'all project that onto women. You have a negative view on something. That doesn't mean that I have bad intentions. It means you have a negative outlook. That's what it means. Hi Joshua, where you been? Like the video for me, y'all. But yeah, so anybody who's against feminism, what's the opposite? You want to oppress women. Literally, that's what you want. You don't want equality for women. So then what would be the opposite? What would you call that man? You know what it's called? The patriarchy. Okay. What's the patriarchy? A social system in which power is primarily held by men. Feminism exists specifically to challenge patriarchy. A patriarchal system structures government, family, and economics so that men retain primary authority and privilege over women and gender non-conforming individuals. This is the active counter movement. Anti-feminists argue. Oh, so we found the word. We got to call you anti-feminists. Anti-feminists argue that feminism has gone too far, harms traditional family structure, or disadvantages men. It actively campaigns against feminist policies and legal reforms. Misogyny, male supremacy, the ideological opposite, the hatred of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women, or the explicit belief that men are inherently superior to women. Why is it the opposite? While feminism advocates for equal values and rights, male supremacy argues that one gender is naturally entitled to dominate the other. The other one they call the opposite of feminism is traditionalism, which is the belief that men and women have distinct, separate, and divinely ordained or biological determined roles that complement each other. Damn, I kind of believe this too a little bit. This last one. The belief that men and women have distinct, separate, and divinely ordained or biological determined roles that complement each other. I believe that, but I don't think you have to take away a woman's right to vote or to work or to make decisions in order to still have roles that complement each other. Is it me? Am I crazy? I don't think it should be a matriarchy or a patriarchy. So I guess you're right. Equal rights then. Well, you would be considered the traditionalism person or traditionalist. That's the one who believes in but they're calling this the opposite. So I don't know. Okay, why is it the opposite? Rather than seeking equal fluidity in social and economic roles, it insists that men are naturally suited for leadership and women are naturally suited for submission and being domestic. So this the thing. I want to talk about this leadership thing. If we just look at the state of the Black community, right? Like, let's just be diplomatic and honest. If we look at the state of the Black community and we had to tally up everything that has happened thus far, do we feel like men are the better leaders or men are just naturally suited for leadership? Do we believe that? If we're just looking at the data, no, it would look like they're not. Now, there may be some reasons, historically, systemically, which I understand for that. But I'm saying, based on everything right now, Brandon, you say yes. You want to come up, Brandon? I haven't seen a long time. Let's see if I can drop this link. I would say no, actually. I would absolutely say no. Because if we got a bunch of men saying that education is not valuable, it's not that's already poor leadership right there. The fact that so many people share that ideology, that's horrible leadership. You can't be literally a part of the most uneducated race in the country, but then say education is not valuable. Like that can't work. That's asinine to say. And education could look many different ways. It could look like trade school. It could look like college, but just being anti-education is probably the dumbest thing. Like the fact that people are comfortable enough to say this out loud is beyond that is crazy and it's absolutely insane to me. Joshua, thank you for the Cash App. You're so sweet. This is from me to you, Joshua.
Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh, after the devil made you, he broke the mold. But maybe you and I could make a little jungle fever.
Thank you for the cash. Oh my God. But yeah, back to what I was saying. How is devaluing education a good form of leadership? It's not. How is, I don't know, just berating, degrading, creating a culture of disrespect toward the women, proper leadership, like using shaming tactics, thinking that that's going to somehow turn the community around. It's not. It's not. Shaming only works to motivate a small percentage of people. Actually, let's look this up right now. Is shaming an effective way to motivate change? Let's see what, let's see. Ooh, well, I'm asking Google Gemini, is shaming an effective way to motivate change, right? But even a good leader, wouldn't they look into these things? Wouldn't they look into what is the most effective way for me to motivate change? Wouldn't a leader do that, right? I would think a good leader would do that. See how that was the first thing that crossed my mind? It says psychological and sociological research shows that shaming is generally an ineffective and often counterproductive way to motivate long term behavioral change. While it can force short term compliance out of fear, it damages motivation and mental health over time. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Why shaming fails? It triggers defense mechanisms. When people feel shamed, their brains perceive a threat to their survival, to their social survival, causing them to become defensive, deny their behavior, or lash out rather than reflect on their actions. Another reason it fails, it fosters hiding and deception. Instead of stopping the unwanted behavior, shamed individuals often learn to hide it more effectively, driving the problem underground where it cannot be addressed. Another reason it fails, it induces psychological paralysis. True shame makes a person feel like they are inherently bad rather than their behavior being bad. This erodes self efficacy and self worth needed to believe that they are capable of changing. Other reason it fails, shaming fails because it destroys trust and connection. Shaming alienates individuals from their support systems, cutting off the healthy accountability and community resources required to sustain hard personal transformations. What actually works better? Constructive accountability. Focus strictly on the specific action and its measurable consequences rather than attacking the person's character or identity. Positive reinforcement. Reward incremental progress and highlight positive behaviors, which builds the confidence and dopamine loops necessary to form new habits. Or empathy driven feedback. Approach the person with a clear understanding of why the bad behavior happened, offering support and actionable alternatives rather than purely punitive condemnation. So yeah, just a quick little Google thing, but according to Gemini, they agree with me. Shaming is actually counterproductive. Shaming is not an effective way to motivate change. And I think at this point, a lot of these men understand this, but it makes them feel good to want to step on women. I believe that's really what's going on. People are getting off on feeling like they get to stomp on the weaker one. Like it's really like bullying, right? If you could just make people feel bad about themselves, maybe you'll feel bad about yourself. If you can make somebody feel bad about being educated, maybe you'll feel better about the fact that you're uneducated. If you can make somebody feel bad about wanting to start a business, whether it failed or not, maybe you'll feel better about the fact that you never even had the confidence in yourself to try. But what I know is it don't work that way. It never worked that way. Freezy, hi Freezy. Thank you for the super chat. My brother Freezy in the building. I was thinking about you earlier, Freezy. Oh my God, Freezy, let me tell you what happened. So I think I found a spot for the husbands, okay? For the single women in the chat. Listen, Freezy, I was walking down the streets of Brooklyn, frolicking like I always do, okay? And I thought about you because I seen some Israelites on the corner, and I haven't seen them in a while. Remember, I've been out of New York for 2 years, so I haven't seen the Israelites in a minute. So I see the Israelites over there in front of the bank with their little microphones and the presentation doing what they do, right? And so, typically before I met you, Freezy, I would have avoided them. But you know what I did? I walked up to them and I went to talk to them, and it was really good. I was they told me they were from, I hope I say it right, whichever one that has the leader, Bishop Nathaniel, IUCIC. I don't know what it's. I don't want to mess it up. Damn, what's it called? He made me pull out my phone and follow the page. Let me see if I can find it. IUIC. Okay, them. So yeah, they had on purple shirts with the yellow writing and everything, right? So I was like, oh, okay, I see the Israelites over there. And they didn't seem like they was cursing nobody out. They were on the microphone, but they weren't being mean. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. I went over there, y'all. Now to the ladies, the men was looking good, okay. The man was looking good. I was like, hold on now. I might have to come visit the IUIC sometimes, because what the hell is this over here? Hold on. But anyway, besides that, they were so nice to me, so kind. I came over there. I asked the man, hey, hi, can I have a flyer? He was like, sure. Do you have any questions for me? I was like, no, not really. I was just curious about like where you guys located or whatever. And he was like, yeah, we have our camp in the Bronx. We have classes 9, 12, and 3. You should come. We have a lot of women, but we don't bring them outside for battle, but if you came, you could really connect with a lot of the women. And we have businesses. We do a lot of good things. You're gonna find this funny, Freezy, because I don't know the difference, right? But it's one particular Israelite that I do not like and don't support. So I said, are you guys affiliated with Captain Tazariak by any chance? He was like, no. But the way he said no, Freezy, it was like, no, hell no. He didn't say hell no, but he almost said hell no. And then he started going on his rant. He was like, absolutely not. We do not degrade and disrespect people. Just me saying that name, Freezy, this is what he literally said. He said, absolutely not. He said, we just bring out the truth, but we are not about degrading white people and disrespecting people or any of that stuff. We don't do that here. I was like, ooh, okay, I might like this camp, but hold on. And then I said, well, who's the person in charge? Like, then if okay, you're not affiliated with him, who's the person in charge? And then they said Bishop Nathaniel. And I remember that name because Sherelle's always talking about them because she studied under that camp. So then I FaceTime Sherelle. I said, look, Sherelle, I found your people. And he said shalom to her on the FaceTime, and she was happy and I was happy. And then I was like, I gotta come back and tell the women that I might have found a spot to find some of the husbands, okay? Because the men on that corner that day, it probably was like 8 of them. I promise like 5 of them was, oh my goodness, they were, listen, looking good, smelling even better, okay? And very nice, very welcoming, very approachable. I was like, oh my God, this is not what I thought I would be walking into when I walked up to the Israelites on the streets. But the man was so nice to me. So I'm just saying, Alexis, if you want to come back home, Alexis, if you want to come back home, I found some black men somewhere that might be worth talking to sometime. I'm just saying. So I had to come tell my brother Freezy. This is my favorite Israelite that I know for real. Is Freezy. I love Freezy. That's my brother. But I found more people, Freezy. I found some potential husbands for the women. So I said I had to come back and let them know. I'm telling y'all, I had to be professional. Okay, they had this big giant looking like he like 6'4" or something with the muscles towering over me with the beard and the cologne. It was a lot going on in my mind, y'all. And I had to like keep it cute because these are people, these are God's people. You can just chill out, calm down, sis, relax. That's what was going on in my head. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was in my head like fighting for my life. I was like, girl, you came over here for the truth. What are you doing? It was like 2 different people in my head. Like, focus. Calm down. Jeez. So then the man was telling me you could come to class from 9 to 12 and 3. And I wanted to say, well, if you're gonna be there, listen, when is the class? The fuck, we could go now. What you mean? Oh, this is such an accomplishment. Yes, everybody, let's celebrate Alexis. She said, I've been back home. I've been let Esau go. I'm never going back. See what happens when you go to the white man. Look, listen, praise to the Most High. Alexis done let Esau go, because a couple of months ago, Esau had Alexis in a chokehold. We ain't gonna act like he didn't. So now that we know you let that devil go, amen. I'm just saying, if you could find some local, maybe some of the Israelites, apparently I'm still learning about them. They got different camps. But I like these ones over here. Okay, they was looking good, they was smelling good. They was nice. The IUIC people, okay. Hey, some white guys are good. Some white guys are good, but unfortunately, it's too many of y'all that has been bad. So we gotta, you still my brother, but from a distance. We just can't cross certain bounds with y'all like that. We gotta just, be cordial, be kind. If I can help you, I will. I'll do business with you, but that's where it gotta end. Okay, that's just where it gotta end. Listen, I don't know about the camps either, Miss Jill. I was just telling y'all, if y'all single ladies, I had seen the fine ass black men on the corner, and I was compelled in my spirit. So I went into the field for y'all. I did the research, and I came back. I came back to tell y'all. Look, Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. See, Tommy gets it. We just can't do certain things, We appreciate you, white people, just not like that. And I support you on your white endeavors with your white women. Not for me. I'm a good white guy. What? I'm a good white guy with a very, very black woman. You got a black woman? Joshua, I feel like you probably do too. This is not the other Joshua, y'all. This is a different Joshua who's also a white, Joshua, are you into black women too? What you mean you got a very, very black woman? See, I don't even like how you wrote that. Leave it to %. What you mean? What you mean? So I just wanted to let y'all ladies know, if you're looking for a husband, I can't guarantee you anything, but I'm just saying, the next time you see the Israelite brothers on the street, you might want to sashay your way on over there. Okay? I'm just saying. Might want to. Cause I was like, ooh, what is this? I had to FaceTime Sherelle, like, girl, look, please. Leave it to 2 cents. I sure do. And he was really selling it to me, y'all. He was selling it. He was like, yeah, we got businesses. We don't operate out of that hatred. We don't put people down. We don't do this. We don't do that. Matter of fact, open your phone right now. He made me follow the YouTube page. He was like, you don't need to be going to no other. Now, he hated on you a little bit, Freezy. He did hate on you a little bit. Because I was like, look, is there a difference with the Hebrew Israelites and the Israelites? Because I was like, oh, I go to a digital Bible study every Saturday. He was like, no, absolutely not. You don't need to be doing that. Open your YouTube right now. This all the studying you need. And then he made me find the page and follow it. And then he told me, come to the Bronx when they have class at 9, 12, and 3. Tommy, I cannot keep up with you. Oh my God, Tommy, what's going? Okay, so we got Alexis is now single. She let the white man go. Now we got Tommy. This is good. This is great. Maybe the people could get together and be in the relationships. Now Tommy B has said, I'm single as fuck too. So sashay around a real nigga too. Well, you got to be on the corner with the Israelites, because right now I'm trying to find the husbands, Tommy. So I'm telling the ladies like, hey, I seen the Israelites looking good, smelling great. Okay, being tall with beards and muscles and shit. The cologne was just cologning. It was a lot going on. Okay. And then, being very kind, which is what we want. Damn. Tommy said, I'm gonna hit you up, Venus. Shit went south fast. Damn, Tommy. You know what? I get it. Life is short. You just keep it moving. And I'm a white stepdaddy. Oh man, look at the white man always trying to rescue some damn body. Always trying to take credit for rescuing a black woman. He said, oh wait, I want to see what you said, because you said your girl got dreads. Where is it? He said, I sure do. She has dreads and she's type O blood. And her ancestry says she's related to all of the Hebrew tribes, Egyptian, and a bunch of African tribes. First of all, white man, you're scaring me now. Why you just like, why you know her blood type and you just, what's the blood type? Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about that? I don't like when white people start talking about blood types, because I start thinking about organ harvesting and all type of stuff. What's happening here? Why are you worrying about the blood type? That's scaring me. That's scaring me a lot. Why you talking about blood types? Because I believe some of y'all are vampires. So why do you know her blood type? Now you might not be a vampire, but I don't know if some of your friends are vampires. Yes, and type O's are universal givers. Why are you collecting this data on this black woman? What you got going on? Yes, organ harvesting. You know what your people be doing. So why do you just throwing out blood types like that? That was a very white man thing to do. Why you scaring me now? You see what I'm saying? Even that was very much dehumanizing. We do not use blood type as indicators when we're talking about people. Okay, he said, I have no friends. My lady and her kids are my friend. So did the black woman rescue you? I'm trying to see. Like, are you the sole provider? Are you the breadwinner in this relationship with this black woman? Does her family like you? I'm nervous. Okay. He said, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You just being a white man, talking about blood types and shit. Being a vampire. I don't like this. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, so I'm on the search, lady, for where the husbands be at, and I will be reporting weekly as I frolic around the New York City streets and see where the people at. Oh, this client got me fucked. Oh, excuse my language, y'all. She told me her blood type. I didn't ask. But why is it on your mind? And you, I know my ex's blood type too. But why is her blood type on your mind? And you just saying it, white man, is giving vampire. Vampire in Brooklyn is what it's giving. Got scary. Y'all, this client got me, this pissed me off. Let me read y'all this text message. It says, hey, good afternoon. I was wondering if you were available today. I'm sorry about Thursday. I wasn't well. I was throwing up all day and slept through the afternoon. Please forgive me for not communicating. Now, this is a client who booked out about 2 hours of my time. She paid a deposit, but she didn't pay the entire balance. They usually don't till they come. And she didn't show up. How should I handle it? Like, now you want me to pop up on my day off for you when you didn't? I'm going to tax that ass, and she going to have to send that money now, or no, I'm not available today. What you mean? Pissing me off. But anyway, and I'm a white stepdad. How should I handle it? Because I'm low-key annoyed. One thing I don't like is people wasting my time. It takes like 10 seconds to send somebody a message and just say, hey, I can't make it. And she didn't do that. And now she wants me to like hop up at her convenience, and I don't appreciate that shit. No, this is the first time client at that. Like, girl, you damn near blocked on my booking site. For real, for playing with me. And you got all these dumbass accommodations. She pregnant. She asked me, yo, one thing I don't like about new clients is asking me a million questions that are already on my website. You could just go read, but you don't. Waste all my time asking questions. Waste my time booking out my time, and then I wait for you, and then you do a no-show. And then having the audacity to try to spin the block today. Yeah, you're going to pay extra, and you're going to pay all up front. Well, I'm not moving. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, Oh, Dr. G, I see you in here. Yeah, she got to pay extra. I'm not even playing with her. And she gotta send me a Zelle, like send me everything, because you're not gonna waste my time again. I'm not about to travel nowhere. If I say about my morning I had, it was already people be playing too much. Cause I could be real mean. There are other girls in beauty who, guess what? They will charge your card for not showing up, and they put that in their policy. Like if you don't show up, they'll charge that card and get the rest. Because as long as it's in writing and you check that you approved of it when you were checking out with your deposit, legally they can do it. I choose not to do that because I think it's kind of messed up. I don't want to charge you 100% for something you didn't get. But I understand why they do it, because like you blocked this time out, so you prevented me from being able to offer this time to someone else so I could get the money. So I don't know. I just don't feel right about the charging 100% thing. It's not my thing. My bad, y'all. But anyway. That just threw me off. These clients be really like pissing me off sometimes. But anywho, those are some of the things you deal with as an entrepreneur, y'all. Dealing with people. If she pays you a deposit to book an appointment, what in her mind made her think? Oh, Dr. G, you wasn't here when I announced it earlier. I found some potential husbands for y'all, okay? In the IUIC camp. I seen them outside. I went and vetted them. I spoke to them. You said it's a good idea, though. It puts responsibility. I've been places where they do it to me. They've done it to me. That's why I'm not a fan, but I didn't argue. I understood it. I did agree to it when I paid the deposit. Because I booked a very expensive facial. And I just couldn't go because of whatever reason. And I absolutely seen that charge on my card. Like, yeah, you still getting they don't play. Because you can reschedule, but like if you're within like 2-3 hours of the service, it's almost impossible to replace you. So at that point, you can't. And I do get it. Thank you, Khalil. Said find your husband. Listen, I don't know if I want a husband. I just want a man because I'm very much non-committal. I hate to see. I have commitment issues. I feel like I want to always have a way to get out of something. And maybe that's my problem now. Who knows? Let me stop talking like that. Freezy's listening. Dr. G. But yeah, that was my thing on that. But anyway, I got thrown off. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, so I don't know if I want to get into this now. No, I said I want a man. I just said I don't know if I want to be stuck in something. Like I always like to have an opportunity to run. I'm dead serious. I always been like that. It's a bad thing, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. What you gonna be doing content about? I forgot. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot my whole little rant. So I'm about to drop this link, and if nobody comes up, I'm gonna have to come back later, y'all, because I gotta potentially see about this client. But I promise you, she gonna send every dollar to my account, or I ain't going nowhere for wasting my fucking time playing games, playing these whole games. I don't think that's a commitment issue. I think that's planning ahead and being smart because nobody knows. And then everybody be complaining about how hard it is to dissolve a marriage, right? Listen, it was hard for me to dissolve a relationship. Just being on the same lease as somebody, and when I no longer wanted to be with their ass was a headache, even getting out of that contract. It really was. That shit taught me something. Like, hold on. I don't like being in positions where I can't just break free real quick. But hold on now. Peace and blessings.
What's up, Venus?
What's on your mind, brother? Single
Uh,
again. God. Yeah.
hello.
No, I was just curious.
No, I just had my AirPod in. You said what happened?
No, I said, damn, you're single again. Things are moving
Oh yeah.
fast.
Listen, we'll talk. It got listen wild, but you know, it's life. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know.
So what's on your mind?
Oh no, I was just listening to your rant, but nah, same shit, different day. I don't never let too much shit get me too down.
Did anything I spoke about inspire any thoughts or feelings?
I might be feeling you on the committal thing. I ain't gonna lie. But I might be over it to be honest with you.
Oh
It's like,
no. Hi, Freezy.
yeah,
Can y'all hear me?
yeah what's up with it, dog?
Man, just chilling, man. I got my headphones on.
Freezy.
Yeah, sis, let me tell you. That's
Oh
why.
Lord.
Sis, listen, that's why I agree with like any black man that prioritizes his people. Like IUIC, I listen to them, but that's why I could never really like I could never be with that camp life stuff because it's like they try to hijack the word of God. Like when they told you, oh no, 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 you need to join us. And it becomes territorial. That's the part I don't like. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. You know what I'm saying? When we talk. That's the only part I don't like. Because they feel like they're the only ones that have the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yes.
in the Bible, the most high freely gave the word of God to everybody. You know, and if they accept the truth, even white people, if they accept the truth, which is we are the chosen people, which most white people won't accept the truth, but if you accept the truth, the Most High God gave the word to everybody. So when these people try to make it seem like they're the most qualified and all that kind of stuff because they're up under Bishop Nathaniel, which I like Bishop Nathaniel. Don't get me wrong. That's when it gets murky because when I go to start talking like that, people might think, oh, Frieza don't like IUIC. I actually like IUIC. I like a lot of Israelites that teach the Bible, but it's just that territorial mentality when they have the camp. That camp life is just, it gets
It's the
murky
ego,
when,
Freezy. It's the
yeah,
it's my way or the highway.
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's what deterred me from that because I'm like, nah, and I don't feel like wearing purple every day. I don't do that. You know what I'm
You are
saying?
funny. You have to do that?
No, I don't know. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying,
Nigga
like,
said, I want to wear red today.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Captain Tazaria, I feel the same way that you do about Captain Tazaria too. That's why I say we're kindred spirits because, like, he, I actually reached out to him and I talked to him on the phone, and he was supposed to come on the show, but he stood me up. He stood me up a few times, and then he started sending me the voicemail. But I started seeing that he loves going on that lady show, the Raging Tomato. You ever heard of her? It's a white lady.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
of her a while ago. I forgot
I
where.
I seen
Yeah,
her somewhere.
but
Yeah.
he loves going on white uh shows that are hosted by white people. I don't know if it's because of the controversy and he likes
Yeah,
to
it feeds his
be,
ego.
yeah. And I actually texted him and said, bro, uh, I just felt it in my heart to tell you that uh, you never had to come on my show, but just for the mere fact that you're quicker to show up on somebody like Raging Tomato, white woman, and you be smiling and laughing and have a good old time and drinking, but you give brothers like me the cold shoulder because it doesn't, you don't, because apparently it doesn't help you don't feel like it will, it's controversial enough for views or whatever. It tells me a lot about you. I actually text him that Cause I don't bite my tongue, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's where that ego come in at though. I'm too big for this show.
Wait,
All
did
that
he
type of shit.
respond? Did
Nah,
he
he didn't
respond?
respond. He probably ain't gonna never respond to me because I
Wait, but
kind of feel
Tommy,
it.
it's deeper than that. If you're calling yourself an Israelite, to you, Esau, the white people, are supposed to be the devil, right? And this is what he heavily promotes when he's street preaching. So if Esau is the devil and Freezy is your Israelite brother, you won't come on his show, but you'll make time to go sit next to the devil over and over and over.
That's a fact.
What is that? That's why it's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi,
What's up,
Alexis.
Lexus?
So, Lexi.
Hey, you know what? I just wanted to throw in there and see what you think, Breezy. The only other person show I've seen him on that's a little more consistent with his appearance is Tommy Sotomayor. Why
Yeah.
you think he go over to Tommy's?
Because Tommy is white. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no. Again,
I
Free,
mean,
it goes to the ego. It's just
I just wanted to hear what Breezy thought about it. Just like thinking,
just,
like, out of all the black people, he's very consistent on Tommy's show.
Yeah, nigga weird, man.
because you gotta think about it though, right? If I'm, spreading the word, the best place for me to go is to go to people that are anti that. So now I can hit them with this knowledge, and I can look, like the nigga. So like if I go on your show, we pretty much gonna probably agree on everything. There's nothing to really, it's more of a conversation. But we already know the way that the internet works, that's not what's gonna shake shit up. The easiest way to get a viral moment is, we saw with Anton, et cetera, it's controversy.
Yeah.
So
It's the reason why that's problem, and I agree with you, Tommy, but the reason why it doesn't sit well with me, now you're playing into gimmicks.
absolutely, 100%.
You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I'm like, damn, what are your true intentions? Because he knows the Bible. That's not the problem. He really does know the Bible, but this is what lets me know it's not enough to just know the Bible. It's your true intentions too. Like the devil knows the Bible. Devil knows the Bible too, you know what I'm saying? So and I'm not calling him the devil. I'm just saying like it's like when you intentfully and purposely choose platforms where it's going to be controversy, right? And instead of actually building with your real brothers and sisters, I don't get that. Like he would be quicker. He used to show up. No, and it's nothing against Fatty, but he used to show up on Fatty a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I never seen him on Fatty.
Yeah, he used to show up over there a lot, and I think Tommy used to be over there too. But
they got it now.
Yeah, but and like I said, it's nothing against Fatty. It's just the point I'm trying to make it. And Fatty usually talks about relationships and stuff. So I really didn't understand why Captain Desire was like, I ain't get it, but yeah, I was just kind of levy backing off of what Venus was saying about Captain Desire. Like just because I believe I'm an Israel, I identify as one of the chosen that the Bible speaks of. That doesn't mean that we're going to all agree with each other. We're just like citizens. We're just like regular people. You know what I'm saying? We're going to disagree with each other too. So it's the same thing. The only thing we agree on is that we are the chosen people of the Bible. And we agree that black and brown people are the chosen people. That's it. It stopped right there. We still have our own way of life, way of thinking, and what is it called? Core like values and stuff, so yeah.
That's good. I don't know if I'm on that side all the way right now, but I just know what I believe in, and I just can't. It's hard. That's what I said. Like when I was dating no dude, I dated white men before I had kids, And I'll admit, I think it was the best word I can use is comparing it to a fetish, but not a fetish in a way like
That's
uh
curiosity, probably.
yeah, because look, I'm gonna tell you this on me because I moved around and I always had this idea of white men liking skinny, no butt having they like titties, but
Yeah, yeah,
I just didn't think of them liking me because of the way that I fit. And when I realized, I was like, oh, y'all really like black girl. Like it was just like a like, oh wow,
yeah,
moment for me. But I couldn't see like myself just I wanted black babies. I wanted to be with a
yeah,
black. I never thought of anything further with them. So I think this was the first white guy I did it in a long time. And after me having black babies, and I was just like, it don't seem the same. I can't see myself with you.
yeah.
And look, Tommy, look. And Freezy, he was actually like, man, no, I really want to, I really want to work on this. I really want this relationship. And I was like, no, he did nothing wrong. It was just the things that it just wasn't going the way that I felt like I needed in a relationship. And I had got him, and it was so messed up. He said, he was like, well, thank you for doing this on my birthday. And I was like, actually, it's the day before your birthday. Like being don't you try to do me like that. It's the day before your birthday. And I want you to know I got you a gift. He didn't take my gift. He was like, fuck your gift. I was like,
Hell
okay.
yeah. As he should.
But I am happy. Like, look, I hope he's happy. You know?
Yeah.
I think when it comes to like dating people and relationships, uh, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I know America has become very racial. Well, wait, I don't want to say very, but more racial friendly when it comes to relationships. Because
Oh yeah, for sure.
I remember even like 10 years ago, just watching commercials when I still used to watch cable TV. Even before 10 years ago, the commercials were intently putting out interracial couples. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that because I used to watch the game shows with my mom when I was taking care of my mom and stuff, and I used to watch her soap operas with her and everything. And all the commercials was interracial, and I was like, and I didn't catch on in the beginning, but then
Yeah.
I started noticing. I was like, damn, this shit is like,
Like it's a movement or something. Or
yeah,
agenda.
it was like very, yes, exactly. That's what it started feeling like. It was very, very frequent.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder what's the purpose for that? Because when I was younger, back in my day, the couples, black women were still with black men on the
Yeah.
commercials with families. I'm talking about families.
Yeah.
And then white men were still with white women, and it was still kind of segregated a little bit. But
Yeah.
now it's they intentfully it's like it's on purpose to make it interracial, you know. So yeah, I started
I
noticing.
think the hardest part about that is I don't know if it was art imitating life or life imitating art. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know if it was, hey, this is starting to become more common, so we need to kind of represent it, or if it was like we was just saying, like it was an agenda to try to normalize. And I say that because out here, it was a lot more common than where y'all were. I'm saying like in the South.
yeah, yeah.
So like you go to like a place like Sacramento where my brothers and them grew up, and I mean we damn near call that shit the mixed capital of the world. Don't nobody fuck with they kind. Like it's all mixed up around this motherfucker. So like, and so I would say like through my lens, it was more like, oh, okay, they just trying to represent what was going on. But if it's somebody say like you coming from the South where it's not necessarily kicking off like that, then I can see you looking at it as more like, oh no, it's an agenda. So I don't know which will be true, just because we kind of looking at it from different lenses. Like I remember when I went to boot camp in '03, and I was having this discussion with two of my homeboys from Louisiana. He was just like, I would never touch a white girl. Ooh. And I'm like, the fuck? Then you tripping. If she going, she going. Like, what? And it was mind you, it's the first time I was outside of California. So like, even just talking like that was wild to me. And my, niggas wouldn't necessarily talking about marrying nothing like, but like you wouldn't smash? Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
cracking, yeah.
Yeah, so like that was crazy for me to even think of that motherfuckers even thought like that. But then, the more I kind of traveled and uh my world kind of opened up and I kind of saw that, because when I left California, everything was California because that's all I knew. So in my head, like that was the world. And I was just going to different parts of it. And then you come to find out, like, nah, shit different here. It's the same, but it's different. They had their little intricacies and shit like that. And
Yeah.
so the more I started seeing that, the more I started going, oh, okay. And I started kind of realizing that shit. But um, yeah, so that's why I don't know. I don't know which one would be true if it was just kind of like art imitating life or life imitating art.
Like, okay, with me, I could get along with anybody.
Yeah,
Any race of person, as long as because me, Tommy. Like, to me, it's all about respect.
yeah,
I don't care what race you are. Just I want to keep it respectful. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I can get along with anybody. But when it comes down to actually marrying, um, I'm just saying hypothetically, if
yeah,
I was to marry a white woman, I think you do, and this is a sensitive topic for some people,
yeah,
but I think that you should be very precautious because when it comes to actually joining yourself in matrimony with uh like the opposite race or something like that, because let's just say, okay, like this Nolan Wells situation, or let's just say Carmelo Anthony.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
we can't
strong.
end up on two sides of that
You feel what I'm
situation.
saying?
Yeah, like we can't have two different opinions on that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit. See,
yeah,
people underestimate that type of shit, but that shit can
yeah.
cause divorces, bro.
Well, you know what? And I'm gonna say it like this though, Freezy. It's not just your partner. If I go to my in-laws' house and they popping it a different way, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
So it's deeper than even just your partner. If I go to your parents' house and they over there talking about fuck him and he did it, well, it's a problem. And
Yep.
I think that's kind of the part of the reason why, because I've dated white chicks before. Well, one for the most part, and that was kind of um my mindset. And I think part of it is like kind of being from Oakland, kind of like I tell people like from where we from, like even the street niggas have a sense of kind of like that black um unity in them. I mean, I tell like that's where the Panthers came from, and the
I was
Panthers
about to
was
say, right,
yeah.
Tommy? Like
There's a
about
lot of
the
ex
Panthers.
gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And we even got like a prison gang out here called Kumi. You can look that up. That was on some like black power type shit. So we've always had um that kind of a mindset. So like you said, Freeze, it's like in certain situations we can't be on the opposite side of that shit because it's life and death for us
And that's a fact.
and
And
our
like
kids. Not even
person,
just for us, it's us
Definitely.
and our kids.
Definitely.
the person in the chat, leave it to sense, said, if you are dating interracial and you have to meet older people of that race, expect them to be racist. Stop living in delusion. But see, they are. Here's the thing: people try to make it black and white as if the only people with those characteristics are the older white
Well,
people.
hold on, no. So let me address that, Freezy. So now, do you expect me to extend respect to those older people that are your family? See, that's where the conundrum comes in because once I realize they racist, it's fuck them.
See what I'm
Period. And
saying?
I'm not going, and that attitude is going to be there. It's not going. I'm not the smile in your face and even no, nigga, fuck you,
Right.
fuck your wife, all that. Like it, like that's what I'm on. So now you still have an issue there. Um, so I'm yeah, that like you said, it ain't as simple as just.
It's
Oh,
not.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
When I
it's
was in the
not. Go
military,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tommy.
my bad. When I was in the military, we used to meet like the older veterans. Like people would trip out on me because I wasn't shaking their fucking hands. because I knew what the fuck they did back in those days with people that looked like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not finna be shaking your head and then finding out, years later, what I'm saying, that you was one of the ones pushing that line. I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool. You feel me? And I didn't necessarily disrespect nobody and was outwardly with that shit, but I would just remove myself from the situation. I'm cool. You feel me? Because if you wasn't participating in it, you wasn't standing up against it.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying? So
my
go ahead.
bad.
Okay. No,
My
go
bad.
ahead.
Okay. And just we was talking about the Israelites, but it don't stop there. You know what I'm saying? We have our own people that we have to correct and make sure that they don't get the lines, mixed up. Just and even with the older people, my daughter told me recently, like, because she going through this thing where she's like, well, I don't know. And I just had to let her know real bluntly, like, I love you. And when you get out of this house and you're paying your own bills, doing whatever, you can pretty much believe in whatever you want to believe. But as far as me and my home, this is what you're going to be doing. You will not disrespect. I am going to feed you all the information that I have, because that's my job as a woman, as far as how I feel spiritually, that we are the ones that are supposed to help the younger ladies and the children. So I just have to get on it more. But then I realized what it was later, because her grandmother is a white evangelical Christian. She's not white, but that's her ideology, as being a black woman. And my daughter pointed that out to me. She was like, Mom, y'all both believe in the same thing, but why does it seem like you think so differently from her? And I was like, well, we believe in God, but I don't think that we believe the same. And I had to get on that point as far as with Jesus, as far as I made this statement to her, and it was so crazy because I made this statement to her, and then we were going to her cousin's party, and I was talking to somebody there, this black guy that I've known for years, and I told him the same thing. I was like, I don't like when they try to give us this thing like, oh, look past color, Jesus came here to save everybody, and da 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 da. And I'm like, well, hold on now. You want me to look past color, but y'all deliberately made this man look like not what they described in the Bible. The picture that y'all made of him is not the description in the Bible, but you want me to look past the color? Like,
now it's time to look past color.
Yeah.
Me and my sister got into it about that because I was going through my little thing where I was kind of pushing back on Christianity. So me and her would have these discussions, and I brought that up, like, this dude that we've been saying is Jesus, is woo. And she gave me that. Well, why does that even matter? As long as I said, whoa. I said, 50 years down the line, you got grandkids, great grandkids. They open up a book and Barack Obama is white. Is that a problem?
What?
Well, yeah. Well, how the fuck is that a problem, but Jesus not?
Oh my goodness! Y'all deliver. He don't have no straight hair. He is not no pep. Like, y'all want me to look past that, and y'all just conveniently.
The funny thing is, it's like everything that he is, they made the opposite.
Exactly, but you
curly hair, straight hair, dark skin, light skin. Like,
stop it. And let's keep it lit. And we're gonna go there because this is a part that a lot of people just hit on, but they don't go all the way. He ain't light skinned, he got the curly hair. That Jesus that y'all had these pictures of looked like a decent guy, a good looking guy. I say maybe on a scale of about a 7. In the word, he said he was nothing to gaze upon, aka, and I love you, God. But he was saying that Jesus is ugly. Okay.
But wait. But Alexis, here go the coldest part about it. The nigga was a criminal. The nigga that y'all portrayed as was a criminal. How nuts is that? You gotta be some.
Look, it ain't those
people.
that are well that need it.
You talking? Tommy talking about the actual white.
Yeah, the actual person that they got the
Sedgwick.
yeah.
He was a not just a criminal. He was a pedophile. He was he
Like, how
incest.
sick of
Hold
human
on,
being
the
you have to
picture
be?
that they make of Jesus, y'all saying that guy?
That guy is from
Yeah,
an actual person that
the
lived.
real guy.
Oh wow, I didn't
Yeah,
even know that.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
he was a criminal.
his real name is Cesare Borgia, and how the depiction of Jesus became a white man was Pope Alexander the Sixth.
Mm-hmm.
He ordered for the image of Jesus because before that, Jesus was widely he was widely accepted as a black man because that's the actual description in the Bible.
In the Bible,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. So in order to colonize more people and to subjugate more people and to get people up under Roman rulership, they came up with the bright idea to change the image of Jesus because they knew that influence is everything. And if we can get people to if we can get people to worship a Jesus that looked white like us, like the Romans and stuff,
That's power.
you know, that's power and influence. So what happened was he took his, I think Cesare Borgia was his nephew.
It's like his, yeah, I was about to say cousin and nephew or something like he was family.
Yeah. Cesare, so he ordered for Cesare Borgia to sit and have Leonardo da Vinci you know, actually paint the image of Jesus that's widely known today, you know, with the chest, with his shirt off and blonde hair and all that kind of stuff. So that's actually Cesare Borgia. And if you read up on Cesare Borgia, he was a pedophile. He used to have sex with his nephew, and he used to have sex with his sisters and stuff. So
look,
he was
well,
a pedophile and incest.
When I read and you know what I'm saying, found out that the real, I was like, oh no, hey, look, I look no further. I don't even want to know this white man's background. I ain't even care. I was like, nah, that ain't him. That ain't him. And so, but now my daughter, she seems a little more like when I'm telling her and breaking stuff down and giving her context and like, hey, it's all here. Don't be a person, and even encouraging her to read the actual Bible. Don't just sit and listen to somebody and trust them, because one thing that I've learned in reading the Bible, actually reading it, is a lot of people that I thought knew the Bible really didn't know the Bible. A lot of people just sit and quote the same stuff that they've been hearing they mama say, their grandmama say, their great grandfather say. They're just repeating the same thing. They're not actually reading what it says. And once I got the understanding of that, I just everything else.
when you're successful, when a regime is successful in changing the images in the Bible and also the narratives, when you could convince convince a group of people,
a group of people, Freezy, the world.
Well, the world, yes.
Shit.
When you can convince the world that it doesn't mean this, but it means that.
Yeah.
You could read the Bible, but it's the truth. It could still be hidden in plain sight. Like it could be right in front of you, but you still don't know the truth. You're still not comprehending the truth.
Again, if you literally read the description of Jesus, it does not fit the picture. Yet for hundreds and hundreds of years, we've looked at that picture and ain't asked a single question.
But and to move just a little bit away from Jesus, as far as when I say reading, like Freezy, I remember feeling some type of way as a child when, because you know that one scripture, honor and obey your mother and father so your days will be longer upon the earth, and having that told to me so much and feeling some type of way because I felt like I didn't have a good mother, and then reading and learning what he says along with that. And I was like, nobody said that. I've heard nobody in my community, as far as Black Christians, really say that other part. and how so many other black kids like me and those that I know that have walked away from the faith because little things like that. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not dismissing him because that's he does tell you to read yourself, but it was things like that that made me be like, y'all just like and I try to get some empathy. I don't even want to say sympathy, empathy, because y'all niggas was way past the point where y'all could read. Ain't nobody was keeping y'all back from reading. But for years feeling bad and in my spirit, like, am I going to go to hell because I rebelled against my mother because I didn't like and I knew that what she was doing was inherently wrong, but I'm just supposed to keep following. And then when I'm reading the scripture and I find out like, oh no, he told them something as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not that I felt like I could do wrong, but I felt a weight lifted off of me. Like, oh nah, because I know I was first of all, I'm a child. First off, I'm a child. So as a child, I think as a child. And then becoming an adult and reading it and seeing what it was saying. And I was like, okay, nah. And even when I got older and my mom tried to say something to me and I had to tell her, like, no, ma'am, you over here trying to cause this between me and my sisters, you are really evil. Like, you are over here. And no, you're not about to make me feel bad because I'm turning away from you. And actually about 2 years ago, I got to the point to where, I realized that the relationship with my mom wasn't something that I'm going to be a grown woman over here mourning over because she wasn't that good of a person to me. And I felt that lift off of me as well. Like, I used to be the one off feeling down and stuff when her birthday came around and all this kind of stuff. And I don't feel any of that no more. Like, I'm not about to, I had Stockholm syndrome even in mourning her death. You know what I'm saying? Because this person abused me. This person made me feel some type of way. But then reading the Bible and actually understanding, like, no, why should I feel this type of way about somebody that wasn't? And she manipulated the Bible and stuff too. So I'm gonna be over here honoring her and having this when she did something that even God himself has in his word saying, no, you ain't supposed to do this. Nah.
Well, I mean,
and I feel better about life. Look, I be having some people, they be like, I'm so sorry when they be like about your mom. And I be like, nah, you good. And they be like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm not. The fuck?
That's the danger in not being taught correctly from children, because we're not supposed to deify our parents, right? We're supposed to we're supposed to respect our parents, but we're not supposed to idolize our parents. So death is a part of life. So if we lose our parents and they die, I've seen people, it's very hard for them to bounce back from that, because it's almost like the parents were God to them. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible says, let the dead bury the dead. We got work to do. The same work that our parents were children. Our parents had mothers and fathers. So we forget that. You know what I'm saying? We have work to do. And that's why the Bible says, when we were a child, we spake as a child, but when we were a man and a woman, we put away childish things. We understand that, physical death is just a part of life. You just can't, you're not going to, that's just the way it is. Now, some people might not die before Jesus come back. Jesus might come back today, and we might, and we might not experience a physical death. But
I wish you hurry up. Sorry.
The important thing is, while you're living, and I stress this to everybody, even white people, the important thing is to know the truth. The important thing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're talking about, know the truth about what you're talking about. Right. And so the biggest problem I have had with white people when it comes to the Bible, when you start telling them breaking down the truth of the Bible, and you start chipping away at all of those lies that we've been told all these years, then it becomes like what you said, Alexis. Why does color matter? See, then that's when they start interjecting that into the conversation, and then that's when I start feeling like, see, this is why I can't really. This is why it's hard for me to really like be get for the conversation, for us to have effective conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, for us to have effective um communication,
In
because
the conversation, yeah.
in the conversation, because now you start to get disingenuous when I'm telling you that the Israelites were so-called black people, and that Jesus and that the Most High God actually did have a chosen people, and that's all throughout the Bible. Now that the truth of the Bible is coming out, now you want to get disingenuous. But all of these years, as long as I believe that Jesus was a white man and God was a black man, and also me celebrating Christmas and all, everything was all good. Everything was all good when I'm doing it your way. But now that I'm telling you the truth, now that I'm breaking down the truth, now you want to be dismissive and disingenuous. I don't like that. So that's what made me kind of moonwalk away from people and say, it is, I can get along with everybody. But when I start seeing that disingenuousness, when it comes to if the Bible starts favoring people like me instead of people like you, now
it's a problem.
It's a problem, and it's more disingenuous and is passed around in the conversation. And that's the only issue I have when it comes to, the Bible and stuff in these conversations.
Yeah. And
Well,
I
you do
know
that in
we was
everything
on
else.
Esau, but I'm telling you, like I can disregard Esau because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that I know that they not gonna do is prioritize us over them. So I'm focusing on
But
my
I wish that we learned that though.
what the yeah. But that's
You
what
feel
I said.
what I'm
That's why
saying?
we gotta get with our people. That's why I make it a point as far as telling, like I said, when my daughter had that moment of not understanding why me and her grandmother are different, like she thinking like, well, don't y'all believe the same? And I'm like, not really. You know what I'm saying? And giving her the word. And when she asks me questions, I don't shy away from none of her questions. I'm quick to say we can look it up. We can, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be that parent like, oh, because there's some points where I feel like that because I said so is good. But in this moment of when we're talking about the scripture, I ain't doing no because I said so. So I'm breaking this down there because I want her to understand when I'm doing her hair, like I'm gonna do her hair because school start Thursday. And when I'm combing out that fro, Freezy Tommy, and I'm telling her, and every time I comb it out, and I tell her the closer I said the higher the hair, the first thing out her mouth is the closer I am to God. I'm like, yes, baby. You feel me? Like I'm putting it there for her to understand, like you are great. Don't you ever let nobody make you feel like you less than. And if anybody gonna be the one to be your biggest cheerleader and be there for you, it's gonna be me. And I just feel like my main focus is on my the people that look like me. I can't worry about them because I feel like we're so behind on building our people up. Like the more that I'm trying to convince these other people that don't look like me what's over here, I feel like the more I'm putting behind trying to uplift and let my people know who they are. And so that's just my thought on it. Like I can't be trying to tell y'all. Like I'll have the conversation, like you said, Freezy, and it gets to a point where we see they're being disingenuous, and sometimes we got to know where to just walk away. But the more I talk to them about it, the more I feel like there's another baby or someone or a sister that looks like me that doesn't know, and I feel like them knowing is more important than me arguing with you about your stringy hair Jesus. If that's what you want to believe,
Right, exactly.
Go ahead. I can't do it.
And here's the thing: now that I know the truth of the Bible, and when more and more black people, so-called black people or people of color, know the truth of the Bible, and even white people that accept the truth of the Bible, because I know white people that have accepted the truth of the Bible. One thing that so-called white people don't have to worry about is us using that truth to create chattel slavery against them.
Oof.
You feel what I'm saying? We're not going to abuse the truth of the Bible in order to subjugate people or whatnot. No, we're going to do exactly what the Bible says, because God does not he doesn't promote what happened to us during chattel slavery. That was a sin. That was against God.
Know
But
what, Breezy,
yeah,
you right. And just to put that point, to exemplify that point, they are so scared that we would do to them what they did to
that's a
us.
fact. It's projection. You feel what I'm saying? So uh that's when I kind of check out, because um you can't put on me what you know, you can't accuse me or expect me to do the same things that your ancestors have done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be the same thing. And so they've gotten so, and this is a real conversation. They've gotten so drunken with that self-esteem and that power. Even white people that are not of the financial elite, but they still embrace their color as far as being the majority in America and even worldwide being in power. They still embrace that proximity to power. Even if they're poor, they still take pride in the proximity to power. Like, uh, you know, the KKK. A lot of these people are poor. A lot of these people are, you know, they live in trailer parks and stuff like that, but they still have a certain sense of pride because, you know, the president is white. The government, the majority of the government is white. Jesus, their Jesus is white. A lot of the concepts in America is white, and you know, even in the Roman Catholic Church, it's white. So they still take pride in that in being in proximity to that type of leverage and power, right? And so, like, even like, let's take the Nolan Wells situation. Nolan Wells is dead. I spoke on this last night. Nolan Wells is dead, right? And his parents are grieving. But for some way, somehow, uh, white America has started gravitating to, and even the Black Coons have started gravitating to those boys, the boys who he was on the boat with, being the victims, right? They even have a GoFundMe using Nolan Wells' name to raise close to $200,000, which to me is disgusting. So this is the privilege that I'm talking about that we just can't ignore. So if I'm having a regular conversation with a white man or a white woman and I'm talking about these things, if you get offended, well, that just let me know where you at, because I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm not being racist. I'm just telling you the truth. This is what's really going on. And when people try to ignore race in America, to me, you're being disingenuous right there. This country was built off of racism, and it's still very much present today. Even if you're in an interracial relationship, if you want to walk around your house and pretend like this shit ain't real and it's not present, and you might even possess some of those thought patterns, and you just want to sit, you just want to walk around your house and ignore that, you're not being real with yourself. You're just not. You just not being real with yourself. You know, I know we like to buy into the rom-coms and the movies and all that kind of stuff, and uh uh you know, these perfect stories, the Disney stories and all that kind of stuff. But we're talking about real life. When things happen, people are going to naturally gravitate to what they feel like is in their best interest. They're going to naturally gravitate to that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like the uncomfortable truth. I respect people that can actually dwell in the uncomfortable truth, no matter what race you are. If you could just really be honest and truthful and admit the truth, like I, I can have respect for you. I can talk to you. I can communicate with you. I don't care what race you are, because the truth don't give a damn who tell it. And the same thing goes for a lie. You know what I'm saying? So That's where I'm at with it, man.
But also your truth lets me have the opportunity to know if I want to deal with you, how I'm gonna deal with you, and I think that is very important. I don't think that you should take away my right to know if I want to deal with you or not, or how I should go about dealing with you. Breezy, I don't know if you've seen, or Tommy, y'all seen that Chris Rock stand up Bigger and Blacker, and he was like there's a no leg white man in here in a wheelchair right now, and he wouldn't trade places with my rich black ass. Like, and that's the truth. What you said, they were like, being white is currency. Like, that's just what it is, and it's. I want to live in a life of delusion, trying to like, no, it's not like that anymore. Nah, it is. It is.
See how this guy in the chat said, "You are what you choose to think God's given free will is." That's a lie. That's what I'm saying. It's like you just want to shape stuff into what's convenient for you, because you don't. The reason why people write statements like that is because they don't want to accept the truth. You feel what I'm saying? They feel like they're doing us a favor by allowing us to know that Jesus is black. You're not doing me a favor. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Now that the Bible that's been in existence this whole time, now that we're breaking down the truth of the Bible, now it's all of this ambiguous talk within conversation. No, accept the truth. This is what I mean by interracial relationship.
See, Freezy, that's what happened when they let y'all niggas learn how to read. That's exactly
that's a fact. That's a
fact. That's exactly what happened. See, now y'all niggas know how to read. Oh, nah. Get that.
You gotta accept the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes from people who talk about the Bible, and this what kind of made me gravitate to the teachings of the Hebrew Israelites, because one thing I do respect, whether you're a part of a camp or not, they actually study the Bible. They actually crack it open and read it. It's not all of this sensationalism. Damn, I got tongue tied. But there's only one truth. That's if you believe in the Bible. If you read the Bible, it's only one truth. And they've been hiding it from us this whole time, right? We've been accustomed to going to church, letting the preacher hoop and holler, and just sensationalize a lot of stuff. And we didn't do our due diligence with actually studying for ourselves. Well, this is the age where you only got one life to live, and once you come to that realization, why not collect the truth while you're living right now and don't die? It's a lot of people that has passed away not knowing the truth, and that's sad. And so when we see comments like this in the chat say, you are what you choose to think God's free will is. No, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's not true.
That's almost close to what they say. Well, the God that I believe in, there's only one.
Right. So now you're flirting with idol gods, and you're flirting with worshiping other gods, and whatever you think is good enough. No, there's only one uniform truth, and it's in the Word of God. The Bible doesn't change for your convenience. It just doesn't. So that is when we really, this is what I was talking about. When we really start dealing with the truth, it gets uncomfortable. It really does get uncomfortable, right? Because it makes you reevaluate how you've been thinking this whole time, and it takes you away from what's been convenient for you and your own desires. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know why people get with different races. It might be a fetish. It might be more lustful than it is love. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it might be intrigue. We don't know. It might be because you watch porn a lot and you wanted to experience what you've seen on your device or your TV or your VHS tape or something like that. I don't know. We don't know what the motivation of. But one thing I do know is that if you accept the truth and you're willing to accept the truth, it tells me a lot about your intentions. But when you start making up ambiguous statements that could be more convenient for you, right? Now, that's, to me, it feels like deception. It feels like deception. No, accept the truth, the one truth that's in the Bible.
Hold on, Freezy. Hold on, my good brother. Don't say it feel like. Say what it is. It
is deception. It is deception. Yeah, it is deception. Thank you for that correction. It is deception. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. And like, when in America, when it comes down to MAGA, when it comes down to these talking points, do you see how, especially the Black coons, when they address people like me, and when they want to talk about black on black crime, they want to really. You ever been a part of those conversations or discussions where they really feel like factual information is valuable, and when it gets into a debate, they start adding in statistics. You know why they add in statistics and stuff? When they start talking about black on black crime, this is white people talking to black people. When they start talking about black on black crime, now we need to be precise. Now there's no ambiguousness. Now it needs to be precise, and we need to understand the facts, right? But when we talk about the Bible, now we can just think of God how we want to think about God. Now we can think about the Word of God how we want to think about the Word of God. No, let's talk about the facts. Let's keep it factual. Let's keep it factual, because when we're talking about black on black crime, when we're talking about the state of Black America, when we talk about black culture, they want to talk about facts. Then they want, now it's debate style. It's a debate style conversation. But when we talk about the Bible, they want to move away from facts. They want to move away from the truth. But they want black people to face the truth when they want to talk about negativity within the black community. They want us to face the truth. So the truth, they want to talk about the truth only when it benefits them. That's the point that I'm trying to make. They like to talk about the truth only when it benefits their conversation. But when it benefits us, they start kind of like dilute. They want to dilute the truth and say, oh, God is whatever you think free will is. And no. Let's keep talking about the truth. Let's keep talking about the truth, because y'all like to throw in our face statistics when it comes to Chicago and LA. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis and black on black crime and stuff. Y'all want to talk about the truth then. But when we talk about the Bible, the same book that the white race has coveted all these years, when we start breaking down the truth, now we start, acting like, oh no, the truth is whatever you think it is. No, I ain't finna let you play that game on me. Nah. Because y'all worship Charlie Kirk. Y'all will follow Charlie Kirk to the pits of hell because you felt like Charlie Kirk was telling the what? The truth. But when Freezy started talking about the Bible, now we start getting amnesia and stuff like that. No. You know what I'm saying? So it has the truth. Listen, I can respect the truth no matter what it is, no matter when we're talking about it. But have respect for me when I start bringing out the truth too. Don't deny the truth then because it doesn't fit your narrative. So that's when it starts getting murky. People only accept the truth when it starts fitting their narrative. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. Even in relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of relationships don't work out because this your significant other, if you're telling them the truth about what they're doing and how they're disrespecting you and you know what they their conduct, that's when the gaslighting starts. Nobody likes to be gaslighted, right? It's very frustrating. Nobody likes to for somebody to be passive aggressive with them and to be gaslighted. Well, that's the same concept in any generalized conversation that applies. So that's all I'm saying.
Freezy did my bad because I walked away. Hey, yo, my son turned 7. He got him a dirt bike. He out there trying to ride. So I walked away for a minute. You read this last comment? What he said?
Sir, what does the teaching from the Bible of God and Jesus have anything to do with you dealing with white people that don't like you because you're black? Well, it has everything to do with the Bible, right? Because that was prophecy. If you understand the Bible, that was prophecy, right? The same people that don't like me because I'm black is actually that is prophecy in the Bible. So the Most High God and His Word actually made me aware of this type of environment when I read the Bible and actually what comes with that. See, this is what I mean by being passive aggressive and gaslighting me. You're trying to act like these same people that don't like me, whether it's overt or covert, because all white people don't express their racism outwardly. See, when you really start getting down to the brass tacks, all white people don't express their racism outwardly. There's a lot of them that keep it hidden and are more wiser about their racism in order to be more productive in America and in the world. They know how to get business done, right? They know how to not stop the money from flowing. So you're just saying that on the surface level as if it can't be critical towards a black person or a black man. No, what you're actually describing in your comment is actually biblical. The cunningness, the deception, racism can be hidden in deception as well, right? And that's how the devil works. So you want to talk about the Bible? No, the devil is this very deceptive and deceiving. And that's actually the core definition of the devil, a deceiver. So you got to miss me with that. You got to miss me with that. And see, this is what I'm saying. People don't want to deal with the truth of how the world, of how this present world really is. We just want to pretend like, we want to pretend like everything is black and white and racism is black and white. It's not, racism is not just black and white. And now he's laughing. See, now he's in the chat laughing. See, this when it start coming out. See how I bring it out of him? Now
I just want to put out there, look, I don't have the time to think about being nice with them at this moment because it's been so many years to where people that look like me weren't allowed to uplift and be proud of who we are. So after all them years that we had of being thought of lesser than and all the stuff that we had to go through, after I get all them years of the same treatment as far as me being great, maybe we can have that conversation. But when that conversation comes, I'll be long there to go. But I'm not about to sit here and act like I gotta be so neutral. No, I'm not about to be neutral. And even to that comment, unless you got scripture that can back up what you saying as far as what Jesus thought process was when he was teaching, I can't really go off what you're saying, but I know what the description of Jesus looked like. And regardless of what people try to say, that he had a mission when he came here, and he knew the people that he was trying to have. So all those stories that he was telling and a lot of people that he was talking to, the message was for the Jews or the Israelites. And y'all have made another whole race become these chosen people so much to where they send money over there. They think that these people are the originals, and they're not. So
Hey, I'm sorry, go ahead and finish, Alexis.
I was just saying, like, trying to tell, like, I feel like he's trying to vilify somebody for feeling the way that they feel.
That's the gaslighting.
Okay, so real quick, sorry, I didn't hear a lot of the conversation. But to leave it to 2 cents, I want to say maybe you should go and read about Esau in the Bible, right? That might help you understand the sentiments that they're sharing on the stage.
Thank you, baby.
And
That's crazy though, because this is one that's locked in with a black woman and raising black kids.
But no, what here's the thing. He's trying to label me as anti-white and pro-black racist. And so we gotta watch these words in these terms. And this is not for him, this is for black people that's listening. I'm not even talking to him at this point. You know, he's putting the laughy faces in there because he's being dismissive at what we're saying, but that just lets you know that's the hidden racism in him. Mm-hmm. See, I can see it. You feel what I'm saying? Here's the thing: if you look at my platform, I criticize black people too when they on some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? No, all I care about is the truth. I care about the truth. I care about respect. I care about respect. And this is what I've been trying to say the whole time. All of a sudden, white people like this person, like this dude, if it is a dude, all of a sudden we need racism. We shouldn't acknowledge racism anymore. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, because it's convenient for you, because you want some black pussy.
Wait a minute.
Now we need to not acknowledge racism because you said so. But racism actually directly benefited you and your ancestors. Mm-hmm. To this day. And this is what I mean by the convenience. This is what I mean by the convenience, and they'll try to play these Jedi mind tricks on you. Because you want a black woman and you with a black woman and her kids. Now you feel like you have the jurisdiction to tell me how to think as a black man in America. And that's right there, that's disrespectful within itself.
He said, do we not believe in the fairness of God and Jesus? Who said God had anything about fairness?
That's what I'm saying.
Where was that? He hated Esau. Who said there was fairness?
That's what I'm saying. You know.
Well, why are you taking pro-white as meaning? Why are you taking pro-black as anti-white?
Right, exactly.
Because pro-white is anti-black.
Exactly. Exact. Thank you. We need a horn on that one, Jamaican horn, but
just call it what it is.
But it's projection. That's exactly what we was talking about earlier, Alexis. They think that the way they approached being pro their own race is the way we're going to approach being pro our own race.
Now we not y'all.
Right.
If y'all can't tell, we not y'all.
Right, exactly. That's why I said you're not going to see us committing chattel slavery, killing your babies, you know what I'm saying? Subjugating your women and no. The reason why y'all did that is because you're different. That's how you think. But don't project your Neanderthalism on me. Don't project that on me. No, I go by what the Bible says. I know what true love is. I know what true love is. I know how to treat everybody in this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to have a problem out of Freezy. The most problem you're going to have out of me is the truth that I'm telling you. That's it. You just won't be able to accept it. And for the mere fact that you can't accept the truth, it makes me understand. It makes me understand that you're a devil. Only the devil can't accept the truth. You want me to lie to you want me to lie to you so we can get along. I ain't gonna do that.
And I want to pay attention to something. So, 2 cents. When I said to you, maybe you should go read about Esau so that you can understand where they're coming from. Why was your initial response to get defensive and go, well, maybe go read about Jesus and what he said about talking back to people who believe in Jesus? And like,
Exactly.
why did you get defensive instead of like really looking to understand why they're saying what they're saying? It's backed by scripture, is why they're saying what they're saying, and not just saying it to be mean. So like, why was this your first and as someone, if you say you're a white man and you have a black woman, I would think you would have some level of understanding of especially a black man's position when it comes to white men, right? Like you should. You say you with a black woman and you don't understand like the racial dynamics, and you're talking about Jesus, so there should be some biblical understanding as well, right?
Yeah. And obviously he's the man of the house now, because he's with a black woman and her kids. That's if they stay together. Are you willing, if you believe in Jesus, are you willing to teach those kids that Jesus is a black man, and in Daniel 7 and 9, that God has locks? Are you willing to just to state that to the kids as a white man? Or it doesn't matter, color doesn't matter then? See, that's problematic. That's what I mean. All these years,
Especially if it's black boys.
that's a
It's
fact.
problematic. It's problematic. I don't think any white man should ever raise black children, especially black boys. But same way I don't think any white woman should ever raise children. Just don't I just that's my only because it's gonna be such a lack of understanding and lack of nuance and yeah, no, and just all types of identity issues. Yeah, no. But yeah, you should probably be like, especially since you say you have a black woman, you should be open to learning more about black people and the way they view the world. It's very different
Fact,
than you.
fact. But guess what, Venus? When you start going down that rabbit hole, now you got to check yourself. Now it's a time of reckoning. Now it might get uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? Now you might come into a fork in the road. That's why a lot of people like to ignore this stuff that we talking about, because it might bring up some harsh realities that you have to deal with.
Now, that's okay. That happens to all of us sometimes. It's all right. But yeah, I would maybe take that route. You with a black woman, you might want to, you're helping raise black children and you're a white man. You might want to, you know, uh, try and find a little bit more understanding
Yeah.
for the group that you're a part of. Zandra
But
said, I don't
oh,
see
go
my
ahead.
comments in the chat. Can you check? No, somebody DM me. She said, I don't see my comments in the chat. Can you check for me? Okay, let me grab my laptop because I don't know how to do it from here. I'm gonna check. Give me try back in like 5 minutes to write something. Go ahead, Freezy.
I'm sorry. This is going to sound racist. What I'm finna say. That's the white man playbook. Like, that man went straight into demonizing me. Like as I'm talking, the same thing they do to, you know, young black men and women that die to police violence in the news, in order to uh in order to defend the cop, they will demonize the black dead and even the parents, right? That's what's going on with Nolan Wells.
I was just about to say, like, if you're white and you don't find anything wrong with the way that Nolan Will's parents is being treated, that's a you thing.
Yeah,
Like straight up. That's a really like they are literally in every way, shape, or form the victims in this situation. And they're literally only looking for answers. And the fact that people are attacking them, and I don't see not even 90% of white people being outraged by that, it shows you a lot. And it goes back to what you were saying earlier about the racism isn't always overt. That right there shows me racism off the top. If you aren't outraged by the way that this boy's parents is being treated, you probably racist. Because I mean, the amount of empathy that you have to lack to not understand how parents who lost their son are just merely searching for answers because nothing about this story is consistent. It's insane to me. There's no other way I can describe it because I certainly can't see it the other way and you not feeling a type of way if it was a white family and people started attacking them. There's no way I can see you not feeling something about that. And it's just too many white people that I've seen that literally don't have nothing to say or don't feel anything about the way that that family is being attacked.
yeah. But their first inclination is to, in order to discredit you, like this guy in the chat, his main purpose is to discredit me and what I'm saying. That's why he's doing that. That's why he put the laughy emoji in there to get everybody to see his laughing emoji, and he's going to write these long paragraphs to discredit me and to demonize me when I'm the one telling the truth. But that's what they do, right? Instead of dealing with the truth, now you want to demonize me and make it seem like you're this you're on a bigger, like you're on a higher moral ground, right? Oh, see, I'm not dealing with color. Now all of a sudden you ain't dealing with color because you got a black woman. Oh my, I got
Hey,
friends
can I
that's
say
black.
something real quick? I want to say something real quick. Oh, damn, I'm getting a phone call. I just want to say this is why I'm against interracial relationships, low key, because what I've come to understand is both parties, the white person and the black person involved, have to do this level of denying reality in
Right.
order to peacefully coexist with each other, right? Because when you say your woman feels the same way as you do, and you saying this is a black woman, I guarantee you, if she was with a black man, she would not be sitting here agreeing with this. She wouldn't.
That's a fact.
Well, I was cleaning up, but let me push back on something you said. He said something earlier that said, I don't associate with anybody that I deem racist. But then you did earlier say that if you met, if you was black and you was to deal with a white person, you met their older relatives, then you almost assume that they were racist. So that's to say that you, and I don't know if your grandparents are still alive, but if they are, that means that you don't associate with them at all. And possibly your parents too. And that's out of your mouth because you said you don't associate with them. And earlier you said if you was to meet them, you almost would have to assume that they were. And I'm pretty sure that's not something that you're doing. So you actually potentially are.
But Tommy, this is why um state governments and even from the top down, from uh the national government, this is why they've been trying to put this agenda together to get rid of uh slavery in history, like in the history books, because they're saying that it's making white kids feel too guilty when they shouldn't have to. They're saying that it's reverse racism, and that this history of slavery is making the white kids feel guilty, and that's unfair. So that's why they got rid of CRT and critical race theory, and that's why they're getting rid of a lot of slavery history in the textbooks in school and stuff, because they saying that it's unfair for the white kids to feel guilty, right? And
But the effects of slavery isn't unfair to us. It's just,
right,
pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
right, exactly, right. So that just goes back to what if this guy that's in the chat, what if the black woman's kids actually want to actually go more extensive, and they want to study, they want to major in black history? What if they learn about Emmett Till? What if they learn about the atrocities that white America has done to their ancestors and to their foremothers and forefathers? What if they learn about that? What if they learn about Reconstruction and the 40 acres and a mule, on how they just jip black people out of their reparations and
Well,
stuff?
I've said this for years, Freely. That's actually what creates the divide amongst us, right? We grow up learning about that stuff because that's our parents and grandparents and great grandparents' history. I had a great grandparent around. Um, so we're taught that history. The problem is my white counterparts, their parents ignore it.
Mhm.
Let me give you a prime example. We got 4 black people on the panel. How many of y'all have had a white friend go, my parents used to be racist, but they changed?
Oh, I don't have white friends.
Or any white people that you've interacted with?
No, I
I've never heard that in my.
now, I don't have
So
white
so
friends, but I
so
never heard that before.
but
Yeah, I
so
haven't
listen
either.
so listen what I'm saying. Those people in those black and white pictures existed.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
They never told. See, I've never heard a white person say, you know what my dad told me one time? Man, I feel bad about it, but we gave those black people hell. They do have a point. I've never heard that before, ever. They don't even acknowledge what happened. Perfect example. Jerry Jones,
Man, you took the words out
caught,
of my mouth.
caught, dead in the water. Wiggled the fuck out of there. I guarantee you, let's just say his story was right. He didn't know what was going on. I guarantee you he's never sat down with his kids and talked about that situation. Ever.
Facts.
That's the problem. Because when Tommy B comes around and he's talking about these things and how they affect us, my white counterpart never heard these stories before. They don't exist in his head. That's why I tell a lot of people, I'm not gonna say I have empathy, but I kind of understand some of the white people in our generation and that's earlier, right?
I said that
Hmm.
too. A lot of it is
Because
ignorance. It's not
it's
always,
ignorance. They honestly
yeah.
don't know. And so for a lot of us in our head, we're like, how the fuck don't you know? We grew up hearing about this shit. But you don't see the other side of it. So do you really think this white person told their kids, hey, let me sit you down and tell you how fucked up we used to treat these black people? Never. So you're talking to somebody who in their world, everything that we're trying to explain to them never existed because it was never
Wh-
explained to them.
Wait. But I want to backtrack because how come these children are modeling the same racist behavior, right? Like Nolan Wells,
Mm.
right? Like
Yeah. No,
so there's something being passed down over there.
no, Venus.
It's
No, I'm
inherent.
not. Hold on. I'm not denying that. I'm talking about the other side of it because I'm talking about the good whites, right? I'm talking
The
about
good
say and say this, right? Say if you was out there on demon time back then, because that's just kind of what was passed down to you. And then a light bulb went off in your head and said, you know what? This is fucked up. We shouldn't be doing this, da da da. Those people don't even take accountability.
Yeah.
They don't even sit down with their kids and take accountability. They don't even try to explain the fact that, you know what, these black people kind of got a point. We kind of was kind of out there. They don't even take the fucking accountability. That's my point. I expect the bad ones to be the bad ones. That's why I even say this with cops. The bad ones are the bad ones. My problem is, if you're going to explain to me that most cops are good, then why the fuck do the bad ones have so much power? Why the fuck, if the bad one is snitched on, it's known that the whole department will frown down on your ass?
Uh-huh.
That means that's the good ones participating in that shit too.
Or they're participating because you not saying nothing is just like to where
It's
you might as well
participation.
yeah, you might as well just
No.
go ahead and
Think
do it
about
with
this. No, hold on. Alexis, no, think about this. Because again, think about it. We're talking about the police. You're doing something bad. And even the police don't want you to you know, we're not talking about, we're talking about the police. So I say that to even say, like with the white folks, like I said, even the ones that might have changed, even the ones, let's just say Jerry Jones has changed, because I don't know him personally, but let's just say I believe he ain't racist, right? But you don't even acknowledge the bullshit that was going on back then. You haven't sat down with your players. You haven't sat down with your white players. You haven't sat down with your sons and said, hey, man, we put these people through a lot, man. It maybe wasn't me personally, but I was surrounded by it, man. We put them people through fucking hell, bro. I've never heard that fucking discussion ever in fucking life. So now when I'm having a discussion with the white person that's my age or younger, they're looking at me like, huh? Yes, this shit happened. My great grandmother was raped by a white man, smoked him, and had to move out of South Carolina because they wanted to kill her. So when niggas act like all of this shit was so long ago and we're not even connected to it, yes, the offspring of that was my grandmother who drank herself to fucking death.
Bro, white people aren't still like in mass. I won't say in mass, but as prevalent. White people aren't getting found hung on trees still to this day in 2026.
It's Freezy. This
is
is why I
still
try to tell
happening to
people,
black
Freezy.
people.
My grandfather's brother, I forget where he passed away, but we're talking about in the 2000s, was still terrified to sit in a restaurant with white people. Now, I never sat down and had that discussion with him, but he explained to me what the fuck had to happen to that man, what that man had to see, that in the 2000s, this man was still scared to sit in a restaurant with majority white people. He loved NASCAR. He was scared to go to a NASCAR race.
Psychological.
But people want to tell me that shit that happened back in the day doesn't affect us. That's my grandfather's brother, which means he raised my cousins' mothers and fathers. How does that not affect you?
Hey,
This shit
Keon.
is crazy, bro.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say something. I don't know which one of y'all are doing it, but y'all are wilding. I just went to the block list to take M Mills off, which she shouldn't be on there. I see the other white Joshua's on there. There's a couple of people that's on the block list that y'all gotta chill out. Like, stop putting people I'm cool with in the damn block list, please. And I got a few super chats I just want to read real fast. Thank you, Brandon, for the $2. He says Jason Black said whites up. Is that what he's saying? Is YouTube? Is he saying whites up? Is making his last stand? I guess I don't understand that. And Brandon, you got money. Stop being cheap and sending abbreviated messages that nobody can understand. You owe me like $150 anyway. The hell? That man is a whole engineer. I forgot what the hell he do. You got money and you ain't got no kids. Stop being cheap, sending $2 any damn way. Then maybe you could write a whole sentence and you still owe me money. Thank you, B Sammy, for the $2. There was one more. I think it was from Freezy earlier. Thank you, Freezy, for the cash, the super chat. I can't find it. It's too far gone. But you guys, I have to end the show. So if you guys could give final words, because God is good. That client definitely sent me all my coins. So now I actually will get up and go. So do you have any final words? And thank you so much for coming.
I want to say I want to say this. I want y'all to pay attention to this. That the white guy that was in the chat. This is why you have to be cautious about entering into interracial relationships, because his girlfriend, whoever she is, she could not join our panel if it was up to him right now. Like she
I was
could
gonna
not.
say, can she come since she agree with you? Oh, I wish I had time. I was gonna say, well, can we speak to her? That would have been great, but maybe next time.
There's a restriction in their relationship where they try to make it seem like it's free love. No, it ain't. She cannot join our panel and agree with even some of the things that we're saying because it would be problematic to him, because it would be uncomfortable for him. You understand what I'm saying? But I guarantee you he could join a white panel that's talking shit about black people, right? This is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all got to stop allowing these people to dictate how you should feel when it's dealing with your own racial makeup, when it's dealing with your own racial history and background. Stop letting other people dictate how you should feel as a black man and a black woman. I get tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll infiltrate platforms like Venus and mine and Tommy B's or Alexis. They'll try to infiltrate us because you have to question, why are you coming around then? If you don't like the shit, like, why are you, what is you coming around for? You have a fetish or something? You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we talk. This is how I talk. I'm not going to conform to your whiteness because you white in America. No. This is what goes on. This is true. This is the truth that we talking. If you can't handle it, why in the hell did you even? I'm gonna say, what is you doing? I'm not trying to run nobody away, Venus. I'm just saying, you have to question that. That man girlfriend can't be up on this panel right now. She cannot be up on this panel right now. There are restrictions in a lot of interracial relationships. Are all interracial relationships like that? Nah, probably not. But I guarantee you it's like that in his. That was my final thought.
Thank you so much for coming, Freezy. If anybody wants to join Freezy's Discord, it's Bible study every Saturday, mental health on Sundays. I'm gonna put the link in the chat actually right now. But thank you for coming and thank you for donating. I appreciate you, Freezy.
Thank you, sis. I'm gonna send you something else to your Cash App right now.
Yeah, let me show
Look, my
you.
bad. We wrapping up.
Yeah, because the client actually did pay me, and she paid that extra $50. I told her, like, look, it's my day off, and you stood me up, so I charge an extra $50 on my day off. And I said, you got to send me the whole thing because you did a no show, so I don't want to waste my time going somewhere again. But that's how you can tell when people serious, when you tell them that and they actually send you the whole thing. Like, okay, now I'm coming. But yeah. So she actually paid her money, so now we gonna get up and go.
Well, I'm glad that I got to catch you and be up here and
she showed you she was sorry.
Damn right. You gotta tax people when they play with you.
Oh, everything.
Why I still can't see? I'm sorry. You had anything else, Alexis? I'm trying before I end the show. I'm trying to see. It says I unblocked you. Wait, hold on, M Mills. I'm talking to her on Discord, but
check your Cash App, Venus. I just sent you something else too.
Thank you, Freezy, for the Cash App. Appreciate you.
That's what I should have did.
Big dog. No, it was a great conversation. I'm glad I got to come up here and get my little nickel and dime.
No, thank you so much for coming. Y'all made this like really. It was a brain dump. So when I say that, I really don't have any. Like, I just be talking about whatever's in my mind, but y'all really made this like way better. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. So if anybody wants to come to Freezy's Discord, I'm trying to put it in the chat right now.
I'm glad I got to chat with you, Alexis, because I got about 3 more weeks to not liking you.
Indeed. It's up.
What happened with y'all two?
Oh, she's the Chiefs fan.
And he a Raiders fan.
For God knows what reason.
So
for God knows what reason with you. Don't start, Tommy. You said 3 weeks. Don't start.
Okay.
You gotta come to Freezy's Discord.
I'm just saying, we can't all be perfect, but
Yeah. Well, I'm about to go. Tommy, you know what it is, man. You know it's love. And Lexus, it's always good seeing you, sis.
Oh, Freezy, I got my first live.
Sure, bro. You know I love you, Freezy.
I love you too. Well, you're live at on YouTube.
Yeah, I got it up on
Oh,
YouTube, Kick,
when?
Twitch. I did it the day before yesterday. It's on the situation between the game and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, I
Why
gotta
you
go
didn't
see it.
tell us so we could have like
Yeah,
try to
I just no,
promote?
my bad. I just wanted to kick it out right quick. I just wanted to do it because that's been my block. I was talking to Freeze about like just actually doing one. So it's like hella late at night. Y'all probably was asleep. I did the shit like 9, 10 o'clock my time. But I just wanted to actually do it and just get it out there. And actually in doing it, I started feeling myself getting like more comfortable, kind of finding my flow, kind of. So I'm like, okay, so now I just gotta kind of get me a schedule to get more consistent with it. But
I'm glad you told me because now it give me something to watch because I don't really watch these other people no more. So
yeah,
yeah,
Yes. Wait, we need the channel. We gotta drop yours too.
yes. I'll send it to you.
No, tell me now so I can put it in the chat.
It's What's Up with Blood TV.
Don't be discouraged by the low numbers. People do come back and watch
No,
things
Venus, I don't
because
care. Like I just want to get
I
it done. That's
I
it.
watch
Like I just
things
want
too.
to say
No, I'm
I
saying
did.
like I'm saying even in my chat now, like about
Yeah,
me dropping links, people come back and watch shows. I do that with y'all all the
yeah,
time. Like even if I can't see something, if I know you was
Yeah,
live yesterday, I need something to listen to. I'm gonna go back
yeah.
and find your live from yesterday, and I'm gonna listen
yeah.
to it.
Replay game.
Uh, Blood TV. Hold up, I'm trying to find Freezy. Brandon, you have money. It shouldn't wait till Tuesday. We don't. Why you need a layaway plan? Wait, how?
hey, I ain't gonna lie, boy, I be struggling reading them $2 super chats because it be a lot of abbreviation,
Hey,
and I
you
be
know what it
asking,
is,
Yeah.
Freezy? Hey,
yeah,
you know what it is, Freezy? Remember back in the day when you went to a payphone and you called collect and you try to fit the whole message in the name?
yeah.
That's what these niggas doing.
Listen, because
But
I
this
be go
but this
ahead, Reed.
particular man got money and no
Oh shit,
kids.
that's
So
so
he don't have
funny.
no reason to be doing that.
I
Listen,
just
That's what
on my
pissing
Instagram,
me
I just
off.
put up a old school commercial about that. He called him and he's like, "What's your name?" He said, "Bob. We had a baby. It's a boy."
man,
Yes.
I love
I,
that
I,
commercial.
I just posted that shit
Bob, you had a baby, it's a
on my
boy.
Instagram. That shit was
He
hella.
said
I
real
just
quick,
posted in
Bob,
the
you had a baby, it's a
Discord.
boy.
And she was like, and he hung up, and she was like, "Who was that?" And he was like, "It was
It's
Bob.
Bob. He had a
He
baby.
had a
It's a boy.
baby." It's a boy.
Damn
I just
right.
put it. I just put it in the Discord, Venus.
Okay, let me find
But
it.
yeah, I used to be
Oh
like that.
snap.
All Mom, come pick me up. I'm at the bar station. Mom, come pick me up. I'm at the bus stop.
Hey,
listen, I,
yo, look, Tommy, my grandma one time, this is after all the long distance stuff had, went away, and she's on the
Yeah.
cell phone. And I called her, and she was like, I got someone on the other line long distance. I was like, Grandma, what you mean? I'm so mad. Like, what you mean? Like,
listen, I be trying to give people the cheat code for them $2 donations.
Uh-huh.
If you want to send a $2 donation, but you still want to write a long paragraph, do it
Cash
through
it.
PayPal. Man,
Oh,
you can write
PayPal. Okay. Yeah.
bro, you can
I
write
don't
a
have that,
book.
but they could cash at me and just say check my message because at least I'll get the little $2. Do y'all know
yeah,
that
in full, in
Yeah.
full.
What they take?
that YouTube takes like 30 or 40%?
Yeah,
We don't even get
30%.
$2.
Yeah.
Brandon, I don't care if you just bought a Jeep. You got money. I don't care. I don't
Brandon.
care. When I know a man got money, I don't care about nothing. You got money. Tommy, where you put it?
It's in the Discord. I think in the main chat. It's doing
And
that.
Freezy's this or
No,
mine?
yours. Yeah.
Oh,
It's in that chat that
I
I had
got
sent
it.
you.
Okay, perfect.
I
Yeah. Let me turn
appreciate
my
it.
notifications
Yeah, because I be
on.
asking my chat what this abbreviation mean. I don't know what this shit mean in real time. Yeah.
Pissing me off being cheap.
They shorthand and everything.
Like, what is this? This is the problem because Brandon used to messing with them white women. He another one.
I see.
So he used
Hey,
to spending $2,
that's
$3.
that's what
Not
happens when you play with a
$2, $3.
New Yorker. They don't play with their coins. Hey, nigga, give it up. She remind me of them California girls. Nigga, they don't play. Hey, I need that. Stop playing with me.
Yeah. One thing we listen is it life is expensive where we come from. Maybe that's why we
You
ain't got
feel
time
me?
to play. Like,
Hell yeah.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Well,
realized
Venus, whenever you ready to move to Texas, just let me know.
I am ready to move to Texas. I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
lying
lie
to
to you.
you.
I am too.
Oh,
I
I
had
am
Tommy,
too.
realized
stay your ass.
Actually,
Gonna be
Actually,
stay your
Alexis,
ass
I'm,
anyway.
No
I'm
man.
actually coming to Texas, Alexis. I'm going to CT.
When?
Uh, that was supposed to be September 9th, but I gotta push it back. But soon.
All right, well, you
In
got my
Dallas. Are you in
information. Let me
Dallas
know.
too? She's in Dallas. Are you in Dallas too?
Nah, I'm in Central Texas, but I'm only 2.5 from Dallas, so that ain't nothing.
Okay.
Anything less than 6 hours is a day trip.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's easy. Just shut up, Tommy.
Damn,
Well, it
only got
depends, because you
Southern
know
people
niggas
say
be
that,
popping
huh?
up out here. Nah, because
Is that a
niggas will
Southern
pop out
thing?
here on a Wednesday talking about, yo, I'm in LA. Nigga. Like my real life is still going on, nigga. You on vacation. What the fuck?
Well, how far is LA from you?
That shit like 5, 6 hours of drive, depending on what part you at.
Yeah.
Look. Freezy, how do we block Brandon from the Discord and every channel until he pays?
Not a lie.
Until he pays. Because look what he wrote. I still love my snow bunnies. And you did. So you
Oh
love
yeah.
snow bunnies and you don't even pay black women. What you
Oh
supposed? You
man.
just a
He don't
traitor.
pay us what
Brandon,
we
Oh
worth.
man.
Brandon, you should have never
Oh,
text that in Venus chat. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. Man.
I'm never letting it go.
you tell he a glutton for pain.
Yeah, Venice, I'm in
I'm
Central because
gonna tell you what Venus thinking about right now. You sent
Be
her
quiet,
$2,
Freezy.
but you taking them white hoes to
Uh-huh.
restaurants
Rue
and
Chris.
Rue Chris and
Mhm.
everything.
Word, he took all his black wealth. This man done earned his way into a high salary, no kids, black man. He fit, feminine, and friendly. He is. He came up here one day with his shirt off. These women lost their damn mind in his chat. He fit, feminine, and friendly. He got money. He worked with his hands and do all the blue collar labor. The women was like, "Oh my god," going crazy, right? And then he a nerd. So then he brought his neurodivergent ass up here and got the audacity to tell us that he like white women's. And look, he's like 30 something, been dating white women all these years and didn't marry none of them, ain't no family. So at what point do you learn it's not for you, baby? Bring your ass back home. So cause Lakeisha gonna know what to do with all of that. You ain't gonna go nowhere else.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? But you want to be over there with Becky, Susan, Sandra, and shit, getting bland ass tuna casserole
Yeah.
when
With
you
the
need some
raisins in
collard
it.
greens with
With the
raisins in
raisins.
it and shit. Eating Cool Whip instead of mayonnaise and all type of dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Avocado wraps. And well, I like avocado wraps, but you get the
Venus,
point.
Caucasian
Look, I like
overload.
avocado
Caucasian
wraps.
overload.
So since he wanted to be over there, then taking all that black wealth, putting it right back into the white man's hands. You are a traitor, Brandon. Until you pay the black woman my reparations for the shit that you're doing.
Not the
Because
representation.
it is. Because look, I platformed him, Alexis. I
You
flaunted him
did.
in front of the black women. They was
Uh-huh.
loving what they saw. He didn't do nothing about it. He ain't choose DM none of them. He ain't even try. And then he be coming back, throwing it in our face like, yeah, I like Becky. That's what he do.
Oh, okay. Hey,
He must
so
not like he must not like ass or something. I'm telling you, that's
me
why I
He
thought
never
white men
met a
don't like
real
me.
black woman who was gonna make him some damn what y'all make down south? I don't know. Smothered turkey legs and shit, and
Yeah.
change his
Gotta
life
stay
one
away from
time.
the pork. Gotta stay away from
me
that
and
pork. I was just eating some salmon.
Oxtail.
me and three of my homeboys
Freezy
about to
whispering
fire up this
oxtail.
TikTok live.
Oh, send it to me. I'll listen to it while
Hold on,
I
I'm gonna
get in the
send it to you.
shower.
Okay.
It's your look. Go ahead and get your money. Get your
Yo,
money.
let me
on.
tell. No, he said I'm back to black now. She not till 5:30, but I just gotta get in the shower and stuff.
He
But
said,
he said I'm back to black now. But here's the thing.
that makes
One of
two
our
of
good
us, Brandon. Let me say.
wait, one of our good friends, I'm gonna tell you after the show, Alexis. She
Alright.
told me she don't even date men who used to date white women. And I swear I understand it. I understand. I really get it. Because Brandon, you done been ran through by the mayonnaise.
So my question. So this would be my question: is it dating, or if it's like you kind of sprinkle? You feel me? Like it was
Nah,
never
Tommy,
my
you on the list too.
preference.
We not making no exceptions. And you know I love you.
Damn.
Never dip your toe into the pond You're tarnished. How they be
Oh
telling the
yeah, I
white
ain't gonna
women
lie
they
to you. I ain't
tarnished.
He
did.
just get his
Listen,
feet wet. He just get his
nah,
feet
cause I
wet.
ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, I ain't get my feet wet. I full fledged.
He
I belly flopped in that motherfucker.
oh
He
my
said belly flop.
god.
hold on.
Oh.
But it wasn't. I
Oh.
wasn't dating. I was knocking some shit down. I wasn't dating.
This shit is so disappointing.
Look,
Like
hey, but
every
Venus, you know, in the
time.
wintertime, Tommy looked like he could pass. You know, they do a double take. Like, is he one of us? You know, in the winter.
That-
This ain't for broke boys.
Oh Lord. All right, cool.
This ain't.
That was hella funny.
That's just how I felt. I feel broken in my heart. Like, damn, Tommy,
Listen.
you too. Black men
What's
are
up, my
such
nigga
fucking
Poppy?
traitors. Oh my god. Every
Okay, hold
single
on. Wait a
one
minute.
of them.
Wait. Hold on.
Except for
So
Freezy. The rest of
I
y'all
gotta
gotta
get I gotta
go.
get my clip game up because y'all be
wait a
on.
minute. So let me try to shoot myself some bail. I was very, very young.
You too
I was
light
very,
skinned
very
to be even
dumb.
playing these
And I was
games,
full of a
man.
lot of that stuff. So that's my excuse.
And
I'm
you were
sticking with
surrounded by a lot of black women. But what did you do? You took your light
No,
skin.
no, no,
First
no,
of
no.
all,
Whoa, hold on.
you too
This didn't
light
happen.
skinned.
Hold on. Some more bail. This didn't happen until I went to the military. When I was in
So
Oakland,
now
it
it's
was no white chicks.
now it's the white man fault.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh, after the devil made you, he broke the mold.
Hello?
That shit is
Oh, okay.
hilarious.
Yeah, I got a phone
Yeah.
call. But no, listen.
You got a phone call.
Yeah, my boy, I
Oh
just told you about
no. We're gonna play this again. We have actual CCTV
No, I seen
footage
it.
And it's
from
from
when
your
you
area too.
were in the military picking up white women.
Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh, after the devil made you, he broke the mold. Well, maybe you and I could make a little jungle fever.
No, the best part of that is after the devil made you.
It's the way he looked at her, right? He was like, oh.
That white girl remind me of the white girl on Hustle and Flow. Who's in charge? I'm in charge.
Oh yeah.
I'm in
Hey, no,
charge.
for real.
Hey, Poppy Blanco. This is what I'm a passport girl now. What's up, Poppy Blanco? Can you marry me? Because the Black Americans are trash. I don't want them. Poppy, you've been asking me to have your little Colombian babies. I'm ready now. What happened, Freezy?
Venus and Alexis, have y'all been up on the new challenge? What is it called? Like white women and black women have been going against each other when it comes to like show your it's something about show your face after 50 or something like that, like the after 50 challenge.
That ain't even a competition. What the fuck?
And I'm gonna
Is
tell
that
you
really a
something,
competition?
man. Bro, they've on the internet, they've been comparing the white women and the black women showing their face because you know you're supposed to be putting up your face on a video and showing your face after 50.
Yeah.
Bro, it's no contest.
We know that. What Charlamagne always say? They age like spoiled milk.
Like it's
And
a
that
real
don't stop
challenge
y'all
going on.
black asses from jumping right up in the sea of milk.
Stop.
Guess what?
Stop.
We don't care.
Again, Venus. I was young. I called them before they started to spoil.
White queens forever, black women never. That's what you should have wrote in the chat when you wrote what you wrote. You damn near look half white yourself. It's the nerve.
God.
You know what? I
I
think a lot of it is too. I think a lot of it is too. Like when black men use white women as cum buckets.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I think a lot of it is just the satisfaction of beating the brakes off the white man's woman.
Listen, we're doing the Lord's work, or we was.
Oh my
You know
God,
what I'm
yo.
saying? Listen, look, listen. Do y'all know? And I'm gonna tell y'all because I seen this up close and personal. Do y'all know how pissed off these motherfuckers be when they find out that one of them girls got knocked out by a nigga? Oh my God! Like I literally watched it in real time. Dude was fucking pissed.
Hey yo, some of them don't even date him no more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he snapped. I was looking like, yo, like in my head, I'm like, yo, is this TV? Like I didn't know this shit happened in real life. Dog, he was in like, wait a minute, what? You fucked the black out? I was like, whoa, yeah, they really don't be feeling that. Mexicans too.
I'm so devastated in my soul today. It's unfortunate that the live had
Venus,
to end
I've been
this way.
baptized. I've
I
changed my
hurt.
ways. I'm filled
Not
with the Holy
just
Ghost and all of that stuff.
Okay, I don't know how. Like you gotta really do some serious repenting. You gotta
All of
pay
my kids,
reparations.
all of my kids are black. All three of them.
But no,
check this
seriously.
out.
And y'all had anything else? I really appreciate y'all coming. This was fun. Brandon, on Tuesday, you gonna get a nice email from me. I'm not playing.
She said she about to email this nigga. Get that nigga an
He
invoice.
emailed me before. I should send him a payment link.
Hey y'all, listen. I just put the video, the over 50 challenge. Man, y'all gotta watch it when on y'all spare time. I
Yeah,
put it
for
in the
sure.
chat. This shit is crazy.
Definitely.
So everyone, thank you for watching. I'll probably be back in a couple of days. I know I can't be here tomorrow, so maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So turn my notifications on. Follow everybody on the panel, and go follow Tommy B on TikTok because he's about to go live right now. It's the same. What's up, Blood TV? Spelled like that. What's
Yep,
up with
exact
Blood
same. Yeah.
TV? And look for that logo. And everybody have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later.
See
Bye.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
The fact that I can't see where to end the live is hilarious. Where is it? Not sure really still sitting there while I'm stressed out trying to figure this out. If your girl only knew. This is crazy. What the hell?